Yep, there it is. We are live. How do, ladies and jerks? It is I, your boy, 6 2/3, reporting live here from the Listerine lair. We are back again with another edition of Outside the Lens. What is Outside the Lens? Outside the Lens is a review show. I go back and I play games from my formative years, games that I was 8, 9, 10, 11 years old that I played, games that I have not revisited since my formative years. We look at box art, we review some bizarre trivia, we take a look at supplementary materials, commercials, old retro stuff, just weird, miscellaneous stuff that I found along the way. We play the game for 15 minutes and then I review it based on 2 criteria that I have plucked right out of thin air. And that's it. And then we go on to the next game. And we're going to do rocket speed today because I got a lot of stuff I got to do after this show. So we're getting right into it. First game, right on the docket. It is Strider. Does this box art execute? Does it slap? Does it do the things it's supposed to do? I vote yes. I actually do think this box art hits somehow.
Well, I guess you just have to be prepared to die.
Oh, well, thank you, Erica. We appreciate you with the sub. Indeed, indeed. I swear every stream I get one of these notifications. What notifications? What notifications are you getting? Every stream you get? What are you complaining about? You pay money for this. I think this box art hits. Okay, outside of Mr. White Caucasian 80s action man, outside of that, he's looking a little derpy. Outside of that, I think it executes. I usually look at box art based on 2 criteria. The first criteria, is there action within the box art? The second criteria, does it convey what the gameplay experience is going to be like? So first criteria here with the box art, is there action? Yes. A very minute, small dose of action, but there is action. You have Strider here doing whatever this is. He's waving that sword. I mean, technically you have the sword slicing into the D. That is really riding the fence on whether or not that is action. I mean, I guess you could also make the argument that Strider is hanging because he's holding on to some sort of handle, So that's kind of action. You got bad guys in the background. They are assembling, chasing after him. It's scant on the action front. It's a little scant. Does it convey what the gameplay experience is like? Kind of. Not really. Kind of. I mean, you are Strider. You are doing this the entire game. The entire game is just that motion. That is Strider's action. You're going to see that a lot. And there's nothing wrong with it. It rocks. It's cool. We mess with that. I don't necessarily think, especially when you have the title of a game itself, not something that you can extrapolate what the gameplay experience is like. Strider, it doesn't really tick any boxes on what to expect. And the box art kind of doesn't either. You don't know if this is a platformer. You don't know if this is a side-scrolling beat 'em up. You don't know any of that. You kind of get an idea. But I do like the box art. It's a personal pass. If I were to judge it based on the criteria, it would be a fail. That said, that's the North American box art. Let's take a look at the Japanese box art. Different story. Japanese Mega Drive box art, worlds better. Strider is still looking a little derpy. Not quite as derpy, but now he's Japanese derpy. You have more action. The artwork itself looks better. You actually have the main villain in the background, Mayo. I think that's his Meio, not Mayo. That would be terrible. The sword itself is truer, or it's more accurate to Strider's actual sword in game. It's not just some medieval thing that they just plucked out of somewhere. So this, I think the Japanese box art slaps a lot harder than the North American box art, but that's okay. That's okay. Bada bing. All right, let's bring it into our notes. We have a lot of notes for Strider. I have a page and a half of notes for Strider. There's so much to do there, so much. Let me check up on, what's going on? Oh, 8 mega memory, that's right. That's right. Vicer, this is a chat's choice game. Vicer is the one who chose Strider. He decided to be merciful and try to disrupt Beef from sending really bad games at me all the time. So, you know, we appreciate Vicer. I do love me some Strider, man. I played the balls off of Strider. Oh, that it's your sub anniversary? Yeah, I was gonna say you're 13 months in, you know? But yeah, every month is an anniversary with 6 2/3, you know? Like we're just stuck together watching the love slowly die, you know? That's what it's all about. Aragorn's game? Don't follow on that one, Stenchy. But yes, Aragorn's game. Oh, Strider? Is there's something in Lord of the Rings that has to do with Striders, like the actual. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I bet you had a long night playing some Magic. Strider notes. Strider hacked and slashed into our hearts originally on the arcade cabinets. First in April of '89, before being ported to the Genesis in November of 1990. Strider was developed by Capcom. It was published by Capcom. This game do be screaming Capcom at every turn. However, that said, the Sega port that we see here that we're going to play, the Sega port was actually programmed personally by Sega themselves. So while Capcom may have handled all the other stuff as it pertains to the ports and the arcade stuff, Sega handled this personally. And at first when I read about that, I was like, oh, that's because Sega wanted to do the honors and they were so inspired by Strider and they wanted to handle it personally and make sure that they had the best game. No, that's not the case. That is not the case. This is less Sega handling it personally. This is less because Sega wanted the honor and more of Capcom having a very tepid, hands-off approach to dev support. It was weird. It was strange there for a while. Like in the beginning of the Sega, Capcom kind of wanted nothing to do with Sega. Like they would take Sega's money, but they were just kind of like, like we're with Nintendo, you know, like we'll take your money, but we're really with Nintendo. And so because Capcom gave such like, I don't know, a small amount of dev support when they were porting the game over, it forced the Sega teams to rip graphics and reverse engineer the arcade units to get what they needed for the Sega port. It's also rumored that the same kind of response was given to Sega when they were making the Ghouls and Ghosts Sega Genesis port. Capcom was apparently cold as ice, willing to sacrifice our love. Things would improve once Street Fighter II Championship Edition came out. Then Sega and Capcom were besties from there on out. But until then, Capcom was kind of cold. Thankfully, the hardware of the Genesis itself is very, very similar to Capcom's CPS. This is the Sega hardware that you see inside the Sega itself. thankfully, the hardware to the Genesis is very similar to Capcom's CPS-1 arcade board, which is seen right here. Can you guys tell the similarities? If you can, I'm glad you can, because I have no idea what I'm looking at, but that's all right. Maybe somebody does. This actually provided a boon to the Sega Genesis port, fiscally and critically, because the Sega port is universally renowned as the best home console version of Strider, mostly because it's very similar to the arcade experience. I do have, hold on, I have one, I put it towards the end of the notes, but we're actually gonna pop it up right now. These are the native resolutions. On the left, you see the arcade version of Strider. On the right, you see the Sega Genesis port of Strider. Very similar. Very similar. You can tell. I mean, this is a pretty authentic, true port, like an actual port, a really good port. All right, let's go back up. Strider hit the Sega pretty early in the system's lifespan. Hold on, I lost my graphic. There it is. Pretty early in the system's lifespan. It was purposely marketed and branded as a game that would convert now 5 years older Nintendo fans to a game more mature and sophisticated. You know, it had sharper graphics, speech samples, etc., etc., etc. As Vicer in the chat talked about, it is the first 1 megabyte game released for the Sega Genesis, automatically making it the cock of the walk. Because at this time, 89? 90. At this time, late in 1990, nobody was rocking them 1 MBs. Nobody. So Strider came out to critical acclaim everywhere. A lot of magazines gave it Game of the Year of 1990, emphatically inspiring young developers, young video game developers who were playing video games at the time, who were kids, who later would go on to make Devil May Cry, later would go on to make Ninja Gaiden, later would go on to make God of War. This is the dental hygienist DLC that you see right here, this God of War. Later would go on to make Beautiful Joe. You spit in any direction of an action platformer game and you're getting Strider. You're getting influences of Strider. Strider has been so beloved and so cherished that it has become more of the archetype for the genre rather than the stereotype for the genre. And once you make it to that point, you are sitting pretty. Speaking of influences, Keiji Inafune right here, famous Mega Man intern. We know who he is. He has said that he is a big fan of the quote world view unquote of Strider. And that it bled into Mega Man X's environment and setting, as well as modeling some characters, or as well as modeling some aspects of Zero. Oops, forgot to resize that one. Oh, we can see the cracks in the armor. Hold on, let me resize this real quick. Zero, you're too big, brother. You're too big. There we go. There you go. You're a little smaller. We'll tuck you into the corner. Some aspects of inspiring Zero. Oop, forgot to resize that one too. Ooh, man, we just making mistakes all over the place. That's fine. Bob Ross. Tiny little mistakes, you know? Tiny little mistakes. He inspired our characters inside Strider, inspired Zero's look and Sigma's look. I bet I forgot to resize this one too. And the one that they are basing it off of, it's one of the bounty hunters in Strider named Solo. Yep, I forgot to resize that one too. All right, hold on, guys. We're going to do this real quick. I thought I did this, but I guess I didn't. Solo, right here. You see him? He was said to be the inspiration for Zero and Sigma. I can see it. It's there, for sure. More Sigma. Well, Zero too. I could see it. You know, it's there. Solo looks pretty gnar, man. I like what he's got going on there. And then we're gonna take it to a little fun game for chat. Chat, I got a little fun game for you. Capcom have also openly admitted that one of the villains, Tong Poo, Tong space P-O-O-O, no, 2 O's, P-O-O-H, Tong Poo, have openly admitted that one of the villains, Tong Poo, served as inspiration for Chun-Li from Street Fighter. So guys, what I'm gonna do real quick, and when we get to the end of the notes here, we'll come back and I'll tell you which ones are which. I have two pictures that are Chun-Li. You tell me which of these two pictures is Chun-Li and which is Tong Poo. Or just tell me which one is Chun-Li. Okay, first one, is this Tong Poo or is this Chun-Li? That's number one. Second one, is this Tong Poo or is this Chun-Li? Third one, is this Tong Poo or is this Chun-Li? Fourth one, Tong Poo or Chun-Li? And fifth one, Tong Poo or Chun-Li? Lock in your answers. Two of them are Chun-Li. The rest are Tong Poo. And even if you can guess the right answers, even if you can guess which one is which, you can tell there are some similarities here. Okay? They were definitely inspired by Tong Poo to make Chun-Li. Bada bing. All right, we're gonna continue with the notes. I'll pop this up towards the end and I'll let you know which one was Chun-Li and which one was Tong Poo. Okay, we did native res. Our villain, a villain of Strider. I'm actually done with the notes. We're just freebasing it now. Sprinkle some cocaine on there. We're freestyling now. We've reached the improv round of the poetry slam. Our villain here, Meo, Meo, M-E-I-O. This is the main villain of the game. I like his look. I think it's super cool look, and by far one of the most iconic sound samples in the Sega arcade library. He's got big Rasputin vibes from World Heroes though. Like every time I saw Meo as a kid, I was thinking of World Heroes. He's a spicy Meo. Like big Rasputin. He's got the wavy hands. And I mean, Mayo's got the red fingernails. And I mean, Rasputin has come out. I think they've come out to say that Rasputin is a fabulously gay man. So, I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. So that's Mayo. Let's take a look at eBay. If you guys wanted to get a complete inbox, I think new, or just complete inbox, I can't remember, of Strider for the Sega Genesis off eBay, do you think it would be low? Like, do you think it would be cheap? Or do you think it would be expensive? You guys have seen how, like, crazy prices have been getting for people collecting old school video games. Let's take a peek. Right now, if you want to get Strider complete inbox, get a SIB of Strider, you're not going to pay all that much. It's not that bad. I don't think there are very many new copies, so everything is kind of used, but $50 for a SIB of Strider, that's respectable. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. All right, we're going to get to the final part of our notes. Now that you've made it this long, we got some boobies. I got some boobies for you guys, all right? We're definitely going to get a content strike on YouTube and Twitch, but this is journalism. This is not pornography. Okay, so before the game came out, they had a villain, they had a bad guy that had some boobs showing. The Amazon character from the game, one of her tits were out, one of the girls was out. And granted, they did cover it up with a leaf in the arcade port, I believe. They just threw a leaf on there. Looks terrible. But the funny thing about this is this image of the Amazon with her tit hanging out. They released that for the before release promotional advertisements of the game. So they sent it off to magazine companies, and the magazine companies ran the uncensored version of the Amazon girl with her tit hanging out, with her nipple hanging out. So they were like, whoops-a-doodle. So hopefully I don't get in trouble for showing you this. It's just journalism. I mean, it is literally 1 pixel nipple. Literally. It's barely nudity. On top of that, it's a sack of adipose and flesh. We are all raised off of them. Who cares about boobs? Seriously. But there you go. So that's it for my notes. We'll bring back up Tong Pu and Chun-Li. We'll bring back up the game here. If you guessed number 3 and number 4, you are correct. The only Chun-Li's out of this list here is number 3 and number 4. The rest are all Tong Pu. That is all Tong Pu. Here, I'll bring up just the Tong Pus. Oh, did I miss one? Yep, I did. There we go. That is Tong Pu. That is not Chun-Li. Could have fooled me, especially that first one. Could have fooled me. Would not have guessed. Would not have guessed. Bada bing. And that's all I got for Strider, guys. That's my Strider notes. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. I have been I'm trying to get through this game, or trying to get through this at hyperspeed, because I got stuff I got to do after the stream, you know. Look at them locks. Is this a new look for 6? Nah, I got a bunch of conditioner in my hair, and I can't put it in a ponytail right away because I want them to have some curl and less frizz. I have my mother's hair, and it's very frizzy, very curly, very kinky. So we're just rocking the hair down right now. Zero got Solo's little metal crop tip and diaper combo. Yep, you are correct, Erica. All Tong Pu, all of it, all Thong Doo Doo. How only 50? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, Erica. Especially for like an iconic game like Strider, you think it would be a lot more, but nope. Only 50. Probably because it was like mass produced. I think there's a lot of copies of Strider out there. They pimped this game hard when it came out. Hard. And for good reason. The Lord said, cover that shit so we could sell it to the Americans. That's right. You are correct. We can't handle it. We can't handle it in North America. We don't like boobs here. Why didn't they just chop it off? Which was like the whole deal with that Amazonian woman, at least stereotypically. I don't know. Like, they just... who knows, Erica? Who knows? Like, they wanted to keep in the Amazon character. So they just slapped a leaf on her breast, which, I don't know. I feel like that brings more attention to it, especially... Here, I'll bring it back up. Especially because it's a different color altogether. Looks weird. Whoops, wrong one. Wrong button. Just looks weird. Especially because her bra is metal, you know? She's got a metal bra, and then she's got a leaf hanging over the boob, you know? So, to be fair, this is the first I've ever heard of Strider. Well, you're in for a treat, girlfriend. You're in for a treat. Strider is good. Strider, it's an arcadey type game. I won't say too much. It's a good game. It's good stuff. They should have covered it with a package. Amazon, that is. Yeah, just slap an Amazon box on top of it. Have your Amazon worker fling it at your doorstep as hard as humanly possible, and it'll slap right onto the Amazon's memory. So there we go, guys. That is Strider. We have some supplementary materials. I actually have we have 3. We have 3 videos that we need to watch. They are short. They're very short. We're going to check them out. First, right off the bat, we're going to open our primary monitor, open this up. We got a Mega Drive Sega Genesis Japanese commercial. These guys are just imitating the sound that Strider makes in the arcade, just in case you don't know. So we're going to check it out. ストライダー飛竜 I love it. That's hilarious. It's so weird. It's very specific. Nobody would know unless they played the arcade game, you know? Here we got a Strider and Spider-Man commercial, both. 30 seconds.
Genesis. Absolutely Sega Genesis. It's gotta be Spider-Man. Definitely Strider.
That was Vicer in the commercial.
Spider-Man, just two hot names of the games. Sega Genesis systems and games sold separately, available at these fine stores.
Yeah, Sears. Pick up your copy of Strider at Sears. Oh, get out of here. This is just a 20-second clip of the actual arcade voice samples, which are very, very iconic. The laugh is in the Sega Genesis version. However, the sound quote or the quote that I'm about to play is not, and a lot of people know both. So I'm gonna play them real quick.
Gasparina, come here, you. All sons of old gods, die!
There it is. Oh, yeah. I mean, that laugh is iconic, boys. It is iconic. I love that laugh. Fantastic. You will hear the laugh, but the all sons of old gods die, that is not in the game. So I had to include that. Had to. All right, guys, let's bring it over to Strider. Strider, there it is. Bada bing. Oop, hold on. Oop, forgot my timer. That's the one thing I forgot. Hold on, guys. I'll bring this up like so. Like so. Bada bing. Okay, we're not going to start the shot clock just yet, because just like always, we're gonna lay out in the intro and see if there's anything to watch and have a fun little time watching the intro. Here we go. It's not muted, there's just no sound during that part. Oh, doesn't look like we have an intro, guys. No intro. All right, we're just gonna get into the game. We put 15 minutes on the shot clock. Let's take a look at our onions. See if we got any onions here. All right, we learned our lesson. We're gonna do normal. We're gonna keep it normal. And that's it, that's all we got. All right, good. Small amount of onions, not a lot of onions. We don't need them. It's an arcade game, so. Love it, absolutely love it. And we're in it. Okay, Strider, one button is his attack. You're gonna hear that sound effect a lot. A lot. All right, we got jump. We got a bottomless pit here. All right, very good. Strider, oh man, the music is iconic too. Everybody knows the music. Oh, duck. And up. All right. Strider does have a shine spark, although the arcade version is a lot faster than the Mega Drive version for obvious reasons. You know, this is as fast as he goes. Oh God, never mind. No, took out the iconic. You know. Ooh, who we got here? Oh Lord, we got our first boss, and he's dead. Oh, and now I'm dead too. That's all right. Oh God, man, look at that. He's throwing us all around, bro. Oh, someone test this man for anabolics. Holy God, Lord in heaven, God above. Okay, we cannot get hit by this guy. We got to stay far away. Thankfully, the range. Oh, all right, let's get up here. Let's get up there. There we go. Well, he's a mini boss. He's not the first boss per se. Strider can bounce off walls. He can jump off walls. Nope. We set something free, I guess. Oh, no, that's our helper, I guess. A companion. Cool. Or it was a companion. Strider only has 2 buttons. That's all you need. You need a jump and an attack, and that's it. Ooh. It is kind of a relic of the time. In an arcade sense, a little difficult. You got a lot of stuff going on the screen. I think that's an extra. No, that's life. That's health. All right, now we got a companion. He ran away. Never mind. We didn't need him. We don't need him. Oof. Oh, God, Lord. We're falling down the mountain, boys. All right, let's see if we can jump over there with ease. Got more life. We got Beat dropping all sorts of things for us. Beat helping us out. Oh, God, no. Oh, is this our boss? Yeah, I think. Control is tight. It's right on the money. Well, obviously not going to touch that. Don't need to touch. Oh, we went too far. We went too far for the boss. All right, we just crouch and spam, boys. Crouch and spam. That's all you need. We still died. Look at that. We were robbed. We were robbed. Oh, no bueno. No bueno. Crouch and spam. Crouch and spam. We're opening it up. Getting our Hawaiian meat products. Oh, yeah. Listen to that music, man. Music is iconic. Good music. I mean, it's Sega compression, you know, so someone's sitting on it. It's a little flat. Oh, our weapon range went up even further. What we got here? We got the Jedi Council. Oh, God, Lord, look at that. Oh man, that boss design was super cool. Oh, but that's the arcade. We do get to continue. Thank God. Thank God. All right, cool. We're back with the Jedi Council. The Jedis are not happy with Obi-Wan. We get on his back. Human centipede. Oh, God. Oh, God. Very cool boss design. Enemy design is super gnar, man. That's a really cool looking boss design. Oh, it's a little hard, man. It's a little difficult. 3 hits and you're dead. And it has been years since I played some Strider, so I have forgotten. Oh, that's right. You basically just gotta like hang off of them, and if you can do that. Oh God. Ooh, we're getting chopped up. We're getting chopped up. Ooh, like I said, the control is tight. Ooh. Control is tight. It's not sloppy. It's not slippery. We have to stay on the backside of this enemy. That's for sure. I know there's like a speed run strat, and I can't remember it though. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we just have to stay away from the head. Basically, we'll just stay away from the head. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, boys. All right, I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone, boys. I want to see what the next level is. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. Jumped right into his wheat weapon. That's what he uses to, there it is, chop up the wheat fields. Erica knows what it's called. A sickle. There it is. Got past our first stage. You really think you can win? You will never defeat the master. It is Strider Hyrule. He will never leave Eurasia alive. I got you. There's Solo. Sigma X right there. I got you. Very Boba Fett-ish. Ooh. The wolves. Oh God, the cybernetic wolves are after us now. It's funny that the wolves are getting killed just by touching Strider. We got our weapon extension, so we could just stand in one spot. What am I missing here? Did I miss something? Are you serious? What did I do wrong? Oh, no, you just gotta keep swinging. Okay. Oh, okay. We gotta do it from the top and then run in. All right, I see. Ooh, there he is! There he is! Everybody knows this guy. Oh. Iconic boss. The cybernetic gorilla. As evidenced. Little rusty. Little rusty. Oh, we got cybernetic wolves hanging after us. Oh, we're not gonna beat Mecha King Kong. Not like this. Nah, that's not doing it. All right, we get close, jump up, get close, get close. Nope, that doesn't work. We just did this. Why is it? It seems like only. Am I doing something wrong? I mean, almost. Oh, that's right. Strider's got a dash. I forgot he had a dash. Ah, sorry. I cheated you guys out of that. That's why we're getting stuck, because we have to dash. There we go. All right. We don't have our weapon extension, so, and we're dead. Oh God. Hold on. Did I? Yeah. Okay, I did. Okay, cool. We still got like 6 more minutes, guys. We're good. Beef redeemed. Say something nice about chat. Say happy birthday, Jackson. Then say something nice. Happy birthday, Jackson! You are what? 11 years old today? You're old enough to work in the salt mines. Have a good life. Making money for the family. It's time for you to make money for the family. Put that bubbly, gregarious personality to work. Make money for the family. They need those small hands to grab the salt crystals out of the quartz. Vicer, clip that. You can clip it, Beef. There's a little movie thing, clapper thing. Just hit that and clip it. Clip it yourself. God damn it! The flames killed us! It's right on the screen of Twitch. It's a little clapper, little clipper, little Hollywood, whatever those things are called. I don't know what they're called. Erica, what are they called? Look it up on Google. Are they called clappers? I don't know what they're called, actually. I guess we could have just... No, we gotta do it from the top. Get in there, sure. There we go. All right, back it up, back it up, back it up. Today is my nephew's birthday. Or yesterday was, I think yesterday was his birthday. He is old, man. I can't believe he's already that old. It's crazy. It's gross. Wait, what am I looking up? I had to go run my coffee. What are, in Hollywood, you know, when they do take 42, you know? Like, what are those called? Oh, there's still flames down there? Are you for real? Bro! All right. Okay. Strider is a little hard. It's an arcade port, so it's to be expected. Oh, we got squashed, but we didn't lose any life, so we're good. I don't know what that does. Is it just punching? Because, I mean, this boss is pretty easy. Clapper board, there we go. Yeah, there's just a little clapper board there, Beef. You just hit the clapper board, and then you just edit, and... Oh, yeah, we should have climbed up. That was our problem. That was our problem. All right, we'll do some Super Metroid. He's trying to give you daps. He is. He is trying to give us daps. We got our Super Metroid wall jump area. Probably the worst part in Super Metroid. Oh, I keep wanting to call Strider Vicer. Here's a level that I definitely remember from as a kid. Because it's kind of weirdo. It's cool though. It is weird. Vicer hear you? Well, only if Vicer dresses as well as Strider does. Strider's a good dresser, man. In terms of ninja, he's got a good look going on. All right, this is let's get over. All right, we don't want to jump on that one because he's, oh. There we go. There we go. We got it, boys. We got it. We're in there. Come on, Strider, get up there. You can't get off. You can't get off the stairs. There we go. And you call yourself a ninja? What happened there, guys? You saw that, right? What happened there? All right, we're not supposed to go down, apparently. Oh man, you can't jump off the stairs, which kind of sucks. You died by slowly approaching the platform. You are correct. You are correct. Okay, so this is a little whack-a-nut, but we'll get through it. We'll get through it. We'll figure it out. There we go. And we had to go up. Makes sense. Oh, we got Solo. Who's this guy? Who is this guy? Where'd he go? Ooh. All right. Bring it in. Bring it in. Bro, come on. You gonna do something here? You just gonna fly about? Looking like the Firefly from the Arkham series after Batman, you know, sabotages his jetpack. It's just malfunctioning all over the place. Ooh, cool gun though. Cool gun. I like the gun. Come on, bro. All right, there we go. It's like, oh god, you're gonna hit us with a timeout. There we go. We got our shine spark going. That's as fast as we get on Strider, on Vicer Hiryu. Oh, the wolves are back. The wolves are back. Oh, very nice. Very nice, Beef. I will redeem it in just a second. Oh, we went dark mode there. Oh god, my legs hurt. My legs hurt. I am sore and achy all over today, man. It's either from vaping or just from a hard work week. This week kind of sucked, to be honest with you. If I'm being honest. Ooh, God, we got obliterated. Holy God. Holy God. All right, hold on one second, guys. Let me, we'll just let it run. It's got 12 seconds. It's about to be over. Okay. There it is. Timer's going off. Let's dismiss the timer. Let's bring it over to Sega Talk. Bring it back to Strider. Bada bing. Let me boot up the next game. Our next game. There it is. Boot it up. Boot it up. Boot it up. Boot it up. All right. Beef redeemed some Dino Nugs. He's going to make us play a good game for once. Holy Lord. And thank God for that. Because after the third game, Rise of the Robots, oh, we're going to crucify Beef on the cross because he deserves it. Because that game sucks. It sucks. A lot of good trivia, though. A lot of weird, interesting, bizarre trivia. Like, it's strange. Bada bing, bada bing. So, criteria number 1. For the 15 minutes in which I played this game, was I entertained? Yes, sir. I certainly was. I certainly was. I'd say the only criticism I have for it is that it's a little arcadey, difficult. And that's fair because it's pretty easy to kill everything. Like, it's not hard to kill everything. So they did, crank up the difficulty a little bit. But also some of that is just because it is a port of an arcade game, and arcade games, they're quarter munchers. They are designed to make you lose so you can pump more money into it. So although they do give you the benefit of anti-frustration features, like being able to continue from the stage you last left off on, whereas other relics of the arcade era, they do not. They just game over your ass, and then you gotta start the whole game all over again, which sucks. Strider does not do that. Strider does not do that. I was entertained for the 15 minutes in which I played this game. Criteria number 2. Now that I have played this game, does my memory of this game exist outside the lens of nostalgia? Also, yes. Also, yes. If anything, I feel like my appreciation for this game has improved since I last played it when I was like 10 years old. Like, I feel like it's a fantastic game. Some parts may have aged just a wee bit, but not much, not much. It plays like an arcade port. It plays like, you know, a really, really one-for-one, truthful, honest rendition of the arcade version of Strider. Super fun, super good arcade action. Are you looking for non-stop, you know, endless tunnel depth? Not gonna have it, but it's not supposed to have it. That's not what it's aiming for. If you're looking for a really fun, good game to play for, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half, you could probably beat this game in an hour, hour and a half. Strider is your boy. Strider is your boy. I'm telling y'all, like, since this is the 9th episode of the Sega edition of Outside the Lens. I've done 9 episodes of, today is 9 episodes. I've done 9 episodes of SNES. I've done 8 episodes of the NES. So far, the Genesis games have been holding up very well. Very well. The SNES games, not holding up so great. Not holding up so great. They are not aging very well, guys. Genesis, timeless. Timeless. And that's Strider. Thank you very much, Vicer, for redeeming the Dino Nugs to make us play Strider. Super good game, super good content, super good trivia, all the way around. A plus. Bada bing. All right, let me catch up on chat real quick before we go on to the next game. Super Punch Out, that's correct. You should try the 2-player Super Punch Out action recently discovered. That's right. Stench sent me a video talking about how there's a hidden 2-player mode that was like recently discovered after like 20 years. Nobody ever found it. Like, we might do that. We might just mess around and see if we can make the 2-player mode happen. I don't know how to do that though. I'd have to I could get my Xbox controller or my 8BitDo and plug it in. Because I think you need the second controller to even access the code. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We got some time. That is not Strider. What? This isn't Strider? Are you sure? Why does the cover Strider look like Bruce Willis? Fuck Dolph Lundgren. It does look like that. That's good. It's good analogy there, Beef. You're right. Gonna redeem Sonic is Missing next. I'd play it. I'd play anything Sonic. Like, I love Sonic. Next game! Skeleton Crew. There it is. Does this box art slap? Does it execute? Does it do the things it is supposed to do? Now, if we go by the criteria, I would vote no. By the criteria, I would vote that this game does not do what it is supposed to do, or this box art does not do what it is supposed to do. However, there is rule of cool, which is subjective. I'm a very subjective god to begin with. So under the rule of cool, I would say this is a good enough box art though. Because if I was an 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old boy who is, you know, down with all things skeleton and all things occult, I would pick this up in a second. At the very least, pick it up enough to look at the back of it and then be like, oh, this looks like it's a game for me. It's a game for me. So, but let's go through the criteria. Does this game, or does this box art have action in it? It does not. There's not really action in this game, or in this box art. There is a lot of action in the game itself. I play tested it for like 45 seconds. There's not very much action in the box art itself. Literally none. Unless the skull is being shot out of asphalt and into your face, not much action. the other criteria that we judge box art on. Does this convey what the gameplay experience will be like? Looking at this box art, do you get a good idea of how the game is going to play? Also, no. No. You have a skull. That's it. That's all you get. So, under those criteria, I would say the box art is a fail. However, under rule of cool, it's a pass. It's a pass. For me personally, it would have been enough for me to pick up the box and at least look at the back. And then once I saw the gameplay footage, I would have been down. I would have been down to clown. Skeleton Krew. Skeleton Krew, we see here, released May of 1995 for the Sega. May of 95. Skeleton Krew never saw a Japanese release, which is not super uncommon for the Sega Genesis so late in the console's life cycle. 95 is late in the Genesis life cycle, because I think the Genesis was done by the end of 95 or the beginning of 1996. So Skeleton Krew here. Oh, hold on. I have the European box art. Let's take a peek at the European box art. This is the European box art. I think this is leagues ahead of the American box art. And there is a note with this box art, the conceptualized version of this, the conceptualization of this box art. And I think the art of this box art, it's going to play into our notes. We have some notes. So the Euro version of this box art slaps way harder than the North American version of this box art, because even though they're posing, there is a little bit of action, because you have an enemy crawling up towards Rib. I think that's her name, is Rib. You have an enemy crawling up Rib. You got Spine. I think his name is Spine. He's shooting an enemy. So you got action right off the bat. And this does a better job at encapsulating what the gameplay is actually like, because you play as one of these characters and you're shooting enemies. So the Euro box art slaps. Very good. Very good. Skeleton Krew here was developed and published by Core Design. And we know they're a UK-based studio, more commonly known for Chuck Rock, more commonly known for the Asterix series, more commonly known for Fighting Force. That game, that was probably one of the first times in which my heart was broken by previews and box art, because everybody was touting it as like the 3D iteration of Streets of Rage, and then I played it, and this game is a dog's ass. It's not good. It's not good. Not good. But Core Studio is probably the most known for Tomb Raider. Possibly, quite possibly, the most overrated game of the entire PS1 era. You heard me. At me. Come at me, dog. Meet me outside. Tomb Raider sucks. Tomb Raider has always sucked. Terrible game. Awful. Awful. Not worth your time. I did try for many hours to unlock the nude code. You know, it's in there. It's in there somewhere. Skeleton Krew came out in the mid-90s, and thus forth, it is the mid-90s. And so we are pelvis deep into the dark age of comics. Not dark age as in nobody's buying them, nobody likes comic. Dark age as in everything is gritty, everything is crap sack, the apocalyptic dystopia. So everything here in Skeleton Krew was either touched by H.R. Geiger or R-Type. You know, if you played the game R-Type, you understand what I'm talking about. Similar themes. I mean, in Skeleton Krew, the art and conceptualization here, the presentation, you got biomechanical steel, you got lava rivers, you got muscles with big guns melded onto them. What else do you need, America? What else do you need? It makes the frogs gay. Fun to note, when it comes to art, did you guys know, what's interesting to note is that all the artwork, box art, in-game stuff, at least the conceptualization stage, I can't speak on whether or not he was actually adding pickles. I can't speak on whether he was the one adding the pixels to the game. But all of the art of Skeleton Crew was conceptualized by James Ryman. Now, you nerds might know who James Ryman is if you are a Magic the Gathering player. James Ryman is well known for a lot of seminal and iconic Magic the Gathering cards. I was surprised at how many of James Ryman's arts I was using in my own decks. Like Archangel of Thune, I'm using that in one of my decks. That card is busted, it's broken. Curse of the Swine is one of my favorite board wipes of all time for blue, because blue sucks at board wipes, but Curse of the Swine is fantastic. Just the art of Curse of the Swine is fantastic, and you get to exile creatures. Granted, they get 2/2 boars, they get pigs. And sometimes that does come back at you. Sometimes you get slain by your own pigs, you know? And Marionette Master, fantastic card. Well, actually, no, let me rephrase. That's a really janky, shitty card. But in the right deck, Marionette Master is a very, very good card. I have it in my food deck because I'm burning a lot of food tokens, and food tokens are artifacts. And whenever you burn an artifact, you're dealing direct damage to somebody. Lethal. So James Ryman, same guy who conceptualized the art for Skeleton Crew, also did a lot of Magic cards. Super cool, man. I did not know that. And I was like, I bet Stench recommended this game just because he knew that. He knew it in the back of his head. He was like, oh, 60's gonna play this game. So, Skeleton Crew, the reception, you didn't know? Well, now you know, baby. Now you know. I was thinking of you. I was like, wow, Stench will like this. He'll appreciate this. Reception for Skeleton Crew ranged from sub-average to slightly above average, with reviewers applauding its slick and sick approach, its presentation being top-notch on an old decaying console, but ultimately not a lot of meat on the skeleton's bones. So they say. That's the reviewer's opinion. I might have a different opinion. I've never actually played Skeleton Crew, by the way, guys. This is a new game for me. Never played it. So we're gonna find out, you and me together. The fact that this game has a 2-player co-op option, for me, personally speaking, automatically boosts the game up by a point and a half. Easy mode. You got 2-player co-op, you're golden. You're golden. You're good. Super good. A final note about Skeleton Crew. Well, hold on. I forgot one thing here. If you guys had to guess what Skeleton Crew goes for on eBay, complete inbox, new, brand new, would you guess high or would you guess low? If you guessed ridiculously high, you are correct. Apparently, this is one of the more rarer games for the Sega Genesis, fetching a very high price on the secondhand market. It was late in the Sega Genesis's lifespan, so it makes sense why it would fetch such a high price, because they didn't make a bunch of them. They didn't distribute a bunch of them. However, look at that last one. Skeleton Crew Sega Genesis authentic cardboard box only. If that's just the case, the cardboard box, they're selling that box for $140, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. Ouch. Ouch. While I was on eBay, this has nothing to do with Skeleton Crew. while I was on eBay, I was like, you know what? I want to see what Snatcher is going for, because Snatcher is probably top 5 games of all time for me. Just in terms of influence, I loved Snatcher as a kid. I always wanted to play it, never got to play it. And then as an adult, when I became like 18 and I actually had some money, I bought it off eBay and bought a Sega CD off eBay. Altogether, it was like $250 for Snatcher and the Sega CD at that time. 18, that was like 18 years ago, 19 years ago, whatever. So $200 18 years ago. And I was like, Snatcher's always been a little expensive. Let's see. I bet it's up to like $250 right now, you know? Like, so I took a look to see what Snatcher is. That's not even new. Like, that's not even new. And that was an ongoing bid. That was 4 days ago. And the bids were already up to $862 for a used copy. It's like, holy Lord, man. Snatcher. Whew. Whew. I was like, yeah, we gonna emulate that? All right, just as a final aside for Skeleton Crew, here's from Wikipedia. Can we do something about this, guys? Can we do something about this, y'all? Look at the last entry here. Skeleton Crew, a video game developed by Core Design in 1995. In case you guys didn't know about Wikipedia, when something is highlighted in red, that means that article does not exist. There is no article on Wikipedia for Skeleton Crew. Beetlejuice for the NES has its own article on Wikipedia. Skeleton Crew does not have an article on Wikipedia. We need to do better as gamers, guys. I know it's a fairly rare game, not a whole bunch of people know about it, but we need to do better. Skeleton Crew deserves its own Wikipedia article, at the very, very bare minimum, you know? Bada bing. All right, that's all I have on notes for Skeleton Crew. Let me catch up on chat real quick, and then we'll check out some supplementary material. Bada bing. Whew, my JPEG doesn't have enough pickles. Well, you can always add them. You can always add them. Womb Raider. My favorite is Womb Raider. Curse of the Swine is what happens when someone cuts me off in traffic. I love that spell. That spell is super good. Super good. It has saved my bacon multiple times. Bruh, is that food deck blue as well? No, it's not. It's not. It's actually it is white and black and green. It's my Lord of the Rings Frodo deck. My Frodo deck is an all food deck. Just because Frotos, the hobbitses, they eat the foods. They love the foods. And so I just burn a lot of foods, and whenever I burn foods, usually something bad happens to the opponent. I got a lot of synergy in that deck. It kind of sucks because it's like the whole deck is you got this magical world, you know, in which there are these giant Phyrexian dragons and huge ogres with clubs and magicians just spewing laser beams out of their fists, and then my deck revolves around farmers and hobbits. My deck is all farmers. Hobbit farmers. Which I think is hilarious. It's so dumb. Oh, God. Repeat from the box art. When did they get an x-ray of Six's actual skull shape? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? That does kind of look like my skull, to be honest with you. Like, Beef is right. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have a very pointy chin. I have a very ovoid shaped face. And it used to be worse before I had major facial reconstruction surgery. So he's right. He's right. This is goodness. Is the deck named Second Breakfast? No, I named it Farmer Cotton. Because it's so ridiculous. All my friends are playing these crazy Leviathan characters, and I'm like, I play Farmer Cotton. It's hilarious. Oh, God. Lord. Dagger Chain of Six's assassin name. Go for the throat. Okay, guys. I gotta pick up the pace. I'm filibustering too much. I'm sorry. Let's take it over to the primary monitor. Bada bing. And I could not, there's nothing on YouTube for Skeleton Crew, so we're just gonna watch the commercial for Magic the Gathering Battle Mage for the Sony PlayStation 1. We're just gonna watch that. Enjoy.
In the heart of the omniverse of Dominia, deep within the nexus of all planes of power, the world of Dominaria exudes the greatest mana.
Green magic gets its life from the lush fertility of the forest. Its power ranges from soothing serenity to thunderous destruction.
Black magic's power comes from the swamps and bogs, thriving on death and decay.
White magic draws its vitality from untouched open plains and focuses on healing protection and the chivalrous arts of war. Blue magic flows from the islands and thrives on mental energies, unleashing the elemental forces of air and water.
Red magic feeds on the vast energy boiling deep in the heart of mountains and reveling in the unbridled violence of chaos and combat.
Together, the magic of the 5 mana can harmonize mankind or become the most powerful destructive force capable of ripping apart the universe.
Oh, love it. You guys like that sudden xylophone entrance there? That's the same cliff from Mortal Kombat 4. God, Battle Mage. Oh, man. All right, that's it. I can't wait. I cannot wait till we get to Battle Mage. That game sucked. It was no good. No good. Is bad. Is bad, y'all. It is rough. Is rough. I can't wait till we play it though. We're gonna play it, and it's gonna be terrible. All right, let's get into Skeleton Crew. As always, I'm gonna lay out, see if there's any sort of intro. We're gonna appreciate the intro. Some creepy music. It's not necessarily the music that I would associate with a game like Skeleton Crew. It's very Michael Myers-ish. Halloween. Love the art though. Look at this art, man. This is good stuff. All right, that's it. We don't get an intro. Go straight to the demo. Straight to the demo. All right, let's check out our onions. I know we got some onions. And then, come on guys, let me skip this. There we go. I know we got some onions in here. Let's check out our onions real quick. See what we got. All right, we got difficulty and medium. That's it. That's all you need. And the controls we'll figure out as we go in. All right, we're gonna keep it at medium. Again, music choices. Not the music choice that I would associate with Skeleton Crew, a game like Skeleton Crew, but Still good. Still good. Here, let me move my hair out of the way. All right. That's it. Let's put 15 minutes on the shot clock. We're in it, boys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Spine. Let's play some Skeleton Crew. One player game. The fact that it has 2-player co-op, great. We got Spine, Joint, and Rib. Let's see. Joint is cool. It's like an old school name for your pecker. For your pecker! We're going to play as Rib. We're going to bring it to the ladies. All right, here's our intro. Monstrosity? Cadaver located at dead ink cryogenic plant. Prepare for teleport. Good graphics. I love the graphics we got going on here. Yeah. Monstrosity. Banger. We're in it. We're in it, boys. All right, here we go. Okay. So that's jump. Okay. Did I change my weapons? Yeah, I did. All right, cool. This is obviously an isometric view. Isometric shooter game. Oh, Lord. Kind of like reminiscent of, what is it? Ikari Warriors? I think it's Ikari Warriors. Reminds me of Ikari Warriors. A lot of Ikari Warriors. It's a little difficult lining up your shoot, where you're aiming. Although your character does rotate 360 degrees. That you can't. Oh, God, we're blowing up. We're blowing up. There it is. We're back in it. Your character does rotate 360 degrees. Although I haven't totally figured out how to rotate. It's a little weird. It's a little weird. Control is a little strange. All right, let's change our gun back. All right, so that changes our gun. That is shoot. That is jump. Look at that. Look at that dinky ass little jump. And it says there's a rotate button. Okay, that's our. But okay, you rotate by holding down shoot and then hitting the weapon select. That's how you rotate. That's good to know. That's good to know. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right, we're throwing out some grenades. Very nice. All right, cool. Game is a little challenging. Like, I mean, it throws you right in there. All right, we're gonna change back to our pea shooter. Pew pew, pew pew. Uh-oh. We're taking hits, please. We're taking hits. Hold on, yeah, okay, we can rotate the other way too. That's good. That's good to know. Oh, first boss. First boss. Is this gritty 90s Zombies Ate My Neighbors? I don't know. Oh, God. I don't know, Beef. I've never played it. This is my first time playing it, as evidenced. Oh, God, that takes so much life. The boss's laser. Holy shit. All right, we're gonna stay away from the laser. Stay away from the laser. All right, you gotta take out the arms first, I'm guessing. That's what it looks like. Oh, look at that vagina dentata. You know it. They knew what they were doing. Did I already take out the arm? Yeah, I think I already did. Yeah, we just gotta move on to the. I think I did. I don't know. Oh, we died. Let's be joint. Yeah, look at this. Look at this behemoth. All right, cool. We took both of them out. Cool. All right, so there's like a mini boss. Oh man, joint looks good. The animation for joint is very good. Like I said, moving around is a little difficult though. It's not the easiest to move the characters around, to line up your shots. Ooh. Get him, joint. It probably just takes a little bit of practice. Probably just need a little bit of practice, and then it feels you know, normal. Granted, like I said, I've been playing the game now for 6 minutes my entire life, so a little bit of suckage is to be expected. In terms of isometric view games, this is not bad. Look, most isometric view games are terrible. The worst. It doesn't look like these enemies ever stop coming. Like, they'll just keep on coming, so you just gotta keep it moving. Keep it moving. Ah, we're going spinny mode. Tornado mode. Anything that's around us, getting a bullet. Okay, that will kill us. Can we shoot it? I must have missed something. Oh, there it is. It's like a generator. Get our Generac. Take that out. Right? Take the. Oh god, it takes a lot of bullets. Alien Zombie Smash TV. A little bit. He is also a good weed reference. Keeping a cryptic stenchy. That's right. Let's move our joint out of the way. Man, my joints are hurting today, man. I woke up this morning, everything was hurting. I was like, oh god, is this what it's like to get older? All right, look at our dinky ass jump. That is a dinky ass jump though, man. All right, let's change over to, I bet we have to shoot this door, maybe? Yep, there we go. We're in it. All right, level 2. Oh, there is a password system, that's good. BGWY, remember that, guys. Remember, oh, we got an elevator. Oh man, it would not be a mid-90s Sega game without an elevator stage. You need an elevator stage. I was gonna say, are we missing the enemies? The answer is yes, we are. This is cool though, man. I do like this. This is an interesting approach on the common elevator trope in games. You're always in an elevator. Like I said before, I'm kind of weirded out by the music. The music is not what I would expect for this kind of game. I mean, the music's good. Don't get me wrong. Music is not bad whatsoever. It's very atmospheric, cinematic, you know, foreboding. It sounds almost like Trent Reznor. God, we keep going to that grenade launcher. The grenade launcher kind of sucks. It sounds kind of like Trent Reznor developed a game using the gem system. But weird. Like I said, not necessarily something I would associate with a game like Skeleton Crew. Almost kind of like reminiscent of Splatterhouse more than Skeleton Crew. But that's okay. That's cool. All right, we made it to the bottom. It was no beef. Can't do that. Got to do a different one. We already did Smash TV. I will accept your redeem, but you got to change up your game. We already did Smash TV. Recently too. I think you were there. Maybe you weren't though. You may have been still working at 911. So come up with a different game and I'll write it down for the Sega Genesis. It says, we already did that game too, Beef. We already did that game. When you come up with a game that we haven't done, I'll write it down. All right, we got past this part. Oh, back to the elevator. Oh, what is this? What is this crawling on the wall here? Oh no, we got the Half-Life 2, the head crabs. We got some crabs. Oh god, do I need my grenade launcher for these guys? Oh god, rotating is kind of a pain in the ass. It's not the easiest. Am I hitting him? I don't know if I'm actually doing anything. I'm guessing not. Get up on him. Oh, there we go. We have to wait till his head peeks up all the way. All the way. Yeah, Beef, give me a different game, because we did Zombies Ate My Neighbors, too. We did both of those games. Both of them. So, I will accept your redeem. The Great Waldo Search? Is that an actual game, Beef? Are you fucking with me? If that's the same game, Where's Waldo for Sega? If it's the same game as Where's Waldo for the NES, I'm not doing it because it's too similar. It's too similar. You gotta mix it up here, bro. Mix it up. Go and read your BuzzFeed article of which games are the worst games for the Super Nintendo and pick a different one. Balls 3D. Okay, there we go. It will be Balls 3D. Let me pause the timer. Where do you which one do you want it for? Balls 3D for the Genesis or for the Super? Which one? It's a important distinction to make. Not really, because I think it's terrible for like either iteration. I think it's Sega. I think it came out for all the platforms. I'll put it under Sega. Sega needs some love. Sega needs some new games. So Beef redeemed Balls 3D for the Sega Genesis. Ooh, that's gonna be terrible. Terrible. I have played that game. Nobody's gonna enjoy that. Nobody. But in terms of content, it might be good. Look, normally I would skewer Beef. I would skewer him for putting all these god-awful games on our list. Make me play terrible games. You guys have to watch it for 15 minutes straight. Normally I would skewer him for that. However, after watching Where's Waldo for the NES, and it turning out to be the most jam-packed content and the best content, and it got chat interacting with the game, I kind of feel like no law at all, you know? Like, I kind of feel like, maybe, you never know what's gonna turn into a gem. Can we just move forward? That's a little creepy. That's a little creepy. Okay. No, I guess we gotta continue doing whatever this is. All right, we're tornado mode. Everybody's getting a bullet. Sometimes the worst games are the best to watch. That's true. That's true. And I was hoping the same. You are right, Erica. I was hoping the same would be for Mario is Missing. Nope. Turns out that game's just bad and boring. There's a fine line. All right, we did joint. We did rib. Let's do spine. There's a fine line between bad and entertaining and bad and boring. Because, like, look, I can mess around with something that's bad and entertaining. I have a hard time extracting entertainment out of something that's bad and boring. Mario is Missing is both bad and boring, not entertaining. Quite possibly one of the worst games we've played for Outside the Lens. And that covers a wide gamut, boys and girls. A wide gamut. But you never know. You never know what you're gonna end up with, you know? Like, and sometimes that's one of the reasons I like doing OTL, because like I like to see if, not only do I like to see if the game holds up to what my nostalgia served for it, because just as a general rule, I don't trust nostalgia whatsoever. I think nostalgia will lie to you 9 out of 10 times. Oh, we progressed. We're back to the elevator. Oh, what is this? What is this? What are these? We got little tofu bowls. All right, we're just gonna stand in. Oh God, no, they're coming after us. So I want to see if the nostalgia holds up, and if it doesn't, I want to murder it accordingly because I cannot stand nostalgia. Ooh, floor 2, destroy all enemies before proceeding. Okay. But I also want to see if the reviewers were just being shitlords, you know? Because I feel like, oh God. Man, I hate that grenade launcher. That grenade launcher sucks. It's not good. All right. But I want to see if, you know, EGM and GamePro, if they were being shitlords with their reviews. Like, you know, if they were just being purposefully mean to sell magazines, or if they were being accurate. Because there's been more than a few times. Oh, Lord, I got 8 up. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. I am not. Oh, I got ate up again. Jesus Lord. I tried to get you to play Mickey. You still can. You can redeem Mickey. Why are we stuck right there, bro? And more than a few times, we have come to the conclusion that GamePro and EGM, they were just being shitlords, and the game is better than what they give it credit for. Also, you know, you have to kind of grade with a curve, I think. You have to know the full context of the game development, you know, which they may not have known, you know, like the reviewers may not have known. Wait, said my timer was okay. All right, timer's going off. Bada bing. Hold on, I want to get past this one elevator. God, why do I keep doing that? I want to get past this one elevator real quick. I want to see what's. Oh, get rid of this grenade launcher. It's garbage. Sometimes we have found the reviewers were right on the money. They were not being shitlords. They were being true. They were being very accurate, you know. Oh, game over. Oop, got the cursor on there. Ooh, let's look at this game over screen. That was a cool game over screen, but it beef's right. It looks like come over. It doesn't look like game over. Okie dokie. All right, timer went off. Wrong screen. Switch it over to Sega Talk. Bring Skeleton Crew back up. Let me load up the next game real quick, guys. Because the next one, ooh, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. I hope you guys are sticking around for the next one, because, oh, God. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. Oh, right. Whoever redeemed Skeleton Crew got boned. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm playing it on my RG Nano right now. Oh, wow. Once you rotate and get the movement down, it's pretty. Yeah, there was like a 3 to 4 minute transition when I had to learn how to actually rotate. And once I learned how to rotate, the game got more fun. For sure. Six insisted on playing Mario's Missing instead of Mickey. I did. I did, because I kind of wanted something that was a little more mid than Mickey. I already had a couple of platformers on that roster that day, so I wanted something that was a little different. And nobody was the better for it. Nobody was the better. That was my problem. That was my fault. That was not Beef's fault. I'd love to blame Beef for it. And trust me, if it was his fault, I would. But that was actually my fault. So, good morning, Amanda. Good morning. We'll see you later today when I take home one of those Fallout commander decks that we are playing for. We bought all the we bought all the new commander decks that just came out for Fallout, and we split it as a group, and we're putting one of them into the prize pot. Whoever wins 5 games out of the tournament gets one of the commander decks. And right now I think I have 3 games, 1 out of 5. So all I got to do is 2 more, and that commander deck's coming home with me. It's coming home tonight. Y'all better prepare. Y'all better prepare. That's all I'm saying. Better prepare, because I'm going to win it. I'm going to take it home with me and then look at it unopened over here with all my magic stuff that's unopened that I haven't done anything with because I don't have any time. Like, let me get rid of some of these real quick, guys. We're doing a little bit of cleanup, so it's a little easier for me to scroll around. And then we're going to get into the review right now. Criteria number 1. For the 15 minutes in which I played this game, was I entertained? Yes, I was. I was entertained. Very much so. I did not look at the clock one time. Not once. It plays like an isometric Ikari Warriors shooter. It's strange that it doesn't seem like there's a lot of power-ups or any power-ups. It's strange that this kind of game with this kind of gameplay doesn't have a lot of power-ups for your player characters to power up their guns. I feel like this game you would play this game, you would think it would have like 13 different gun power-ups. I did not see a one. And maybe you get more power-ups as the games go on, as the game goes on, but as it stands now, not a lot of power-ups. Game is a little hard, a little difficult. It's got a little bit of a challenge to it, but that's okay. That's all right. And as far as it being an isometric game, probably one of the better isometric games I've ever played, where the isometric view does not screw with you that bad. And probably a lot of that has to come from the fact that there is range of motion. Your range of motion is vast. Like, you're able to get around and move around, and you're able to re-aim. Once you learn the re-aiming aspect, game is a lot easier. Game's a lot more manageable. Game's a lot more fun. So I would say for the 15 minutes in which I played this game, I was entertained. If you got a friend that you can co-op, I feel like this game would be tremendous. Tremendous. Get some intoxicants in you and your friend, and you're going to have a gay old time. You'll be the belle of the ball. Criteria number 2. I do not have a memory core for this game, so I will have to create a memory core. And the memory core that I have created for this game is that it is a interesting art design, interesting art presentation, isometric Ikari Warriors shooter with a strange soundtrack, one that you would not expect. Not a bad soundtrack, but just not one that you would expect. Good for like kind of like horror themes, horror vibes. The soundtrack is. Good game. Like, I will remember it as the Magic the Gathering Skull game. That's what I'll remember it as. I'll always look back at this game and be like, hey, there was a Magic the Gathering artist who did a lot of art for this game. That was super cool. And that's probably where my memory core will end. But not a bad game. Not a turd, guys. 1,000 thanks, Stenchy, for redeeming Skeleton Crew. Fun game, man. Good game to showcase here on Outside the Lens. Old Dagger Chin is an honorable killer. That's right. We go for the clean kill. We invested a lot of stock in beef. Haha, I hope you win some of these games during your stream because you're losing today. How dare you? How dare you talk your trash on my stream? Oh, you're going to lose. Oh, God. Last time we played with my squad, Amanda here in the chat, she's running an Angels tribal deck. Traumatized by that deck. Because she ran Sarah's Emissary, which is a creature that grants you and your creatures protection from anything. You choose one when you play it. You can have protections from instants, protection from sorceries, protection from creatures. Technically, you could have protection from lands. I don't know why you would want to do that, but that option is there. So she did protection from creatures. So none of us could do anything to her. We couldn't attack her, couldn't attack her characters, her creatures. I figured out a way to hit a removal on Sarah's Emissary, got rid of Sarah's Emissary, and I was like, yes, finally, we can get rid of Amanda. We can knock her out. The next turn, Amanda played Karmic Guide, brought Sarah's Emissary back. It's just like, Jesus Christ. I swear to God. So, next game, Rise of the Robots. Guys, you will notice that this is the Super Nintendo box art. Strangely enough, there's not a lot of good-looking, high-res box art for Rise of the Robots, the Sega. So I'm just using the Super Nintendo as a placeholder. It looks exactly the same. The Sega one looks exactly the same as the Super Nintendo one. They're the same. So you're not missing much. Does this box art slap? Does it execute? Does it do the things it is supposed to do? I vote no. It's obviously why. Or it's obvious why it's not, all that great. Because it's just a static pose of one of the characters, the titular, well, not the titular, but the protagonist character. It's not doing anything. There's no action, none whatsoever. And there's nothing that kind of encapsulates what the gameplay will be like. You don't know if this is a one-on-one fighter. You don't know if this is a platformer. You don't know if this is an RPG. You know nothing other than you're playing as rejected Pepsi Man. That's all that it is. It's Pepsi Man, just hanging out. So not good box art. Not good box art. I do not think this slaps. I do not think this executes. It's not good. It's not good, which is strange because the game is so fantastic. Anyways, Rise of the Robots, released in December of 1994. Boy, howdy, guys. Let me tell you what. The competition for video games in 1994, fierce. It is fierce in 1994 in terms of like competition with video games. Let's just take a quick look, because I feel like even if this game wasn't a stankin' turd, which it is, even if this game wasn't a stankin' turd, it would have had a hard time selling copies in 1994. What came out in 1994? All right, so Rise of the Robots came out at the end of 1994. Came out in December. We got February, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 came out. March, Super Metroid came out. April, Final Fantasy 6 came out. August, Earthworm Jim came out. August again, King of Fighters 94 came out. Earthbound came out in August. Granted, Earthbound probably not stealing a lot of copies from Rise of the Robots, but we all know Earthbound is great, but at the time, Earthbound sold like a dog's ass. Then also, October, Sonic and Knuckles came out. October again, Killer Instinct came out for the arcade. November, Donkey Kong Country came out. December, Need for Speed came out for the 3DO. Never mind, nobody's gonna play that. Tekken came out in the arcade December. So, guys, there's a lot of competition here. Competition is stiff. Rise of the Robots is a fighting game. You already have King of Fighters came out earlier in the year, and Tekken came out earlier in the year. Killer Instinct came out earlier in the year. These are all games, fighting games that came out earlier in the year, so they're setting the bar very high for 1v1 fighters. Can Rise of the Robots compete? I did skip Warcraft beef because I don't know anything about Warcraft really. But Warcraft, very famous. People would, that series took over the world. Yeah, it's mid. I'm just joking. I don't know a lot about Warcraft. I didn't play a lot of Warcraft. I know it kind of plays like StarCraft. So, or is StarCraft basically. So yeah, that definitely, it's competition for, the gamers' money. Rise of the Robots was developed by Mirage for its original release, the company Mirage. The original release was on the Amiga and the DOS, and then it was ported over to the Sega by Data Design Interactive. The game features a soundtrack done by Queen's guitarist Brian May, which is cool. We like Brian May. We like his guitar work. I don't know anything about him as a human being. The chances are he's old, so he's a crazy Republican that believes that January 6th was... Anyways, we're not getting into that. Brian May, his guitar work is good. Queen. He's the guitarist for Queen. However, only one song actually made it into the game itself. And the actual in-game score was done by mostly an Amiga programmer named Richard Joseph. And Richard Joseph himself would later go on to work on Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, the music and sound design for Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which is a weird and wild resume. You went from Rise of the Robots to Elder Scrolls, you know? Sometimes we get on weird paths, you know? Sometimes we get on weird paths. The Rise of the Robots, seen here, was supposed to drop in February of 94. So it was supposed to drop 10 months earlier, but was delayed because the devs wanted to, quote, continue to perfect the graphics and enhance the gameplay, end quote. So, guys, what we're about to see when we play this game, that's the enhanced version. They took an extra 10 months to achieve that version. Can't wait. Can't wait. Reception was a dog's ass for this game. It got skewered on everything from it being all sizzle, no steak, to its god-awful control and game feel, with your player character not being able to physically turn around during battle, to an aggressively bland color scheme and environment, to choppy animation that's so hacked up. They sold this game in back alley organ markets. You can get yourself a used spleen and a used copy of Rise of the Robots, a one-stop chop shop. This game sucks. Sucks. We'll find out just how much it sucks in a minute. Something to note about Rise of the Robots: in one-player mode, you can only be the cyborg. You can only be Pepsi Man here. That's the only character you can choose from the one-player co-op. And in two-player mode, should you find a friend dumb enough to play this with you, one of the players has to be the cyborg. You have to play as the cyborg. Even one of the players has to play as the cyborg, even when you're going up against your friend. So you got to be hard up on this game to jump through these kind of hoops to play it. That is. Something to note here about Rise of the Robots: it came out for the Amiga, right? Came out for the Amiga. The Amiga version of this game comes with 13 floppy disks. 13! Granted, this only shows 10, but this is from eBay. So there are 13 floppy disks to play this game. Three of which is just the intro. You have to change discs to see the intro to this game. And this game has an unskippable intro on the Amiga. So every time you play this game, you have to switch through 3 discs to get through an unskippable intro. That's wild, man. Can you imagine playing this back in, like, I think the Amiga came out before the Genesis port, back in 1993, 1994? And you're like, guys, I can't wait to play Rise of the Robots. It just came out today. And then you boot up the game, and then you have to switch the discs just to get to the opening screen. That's so terrible. That is quite possibly one of the worst things I've ever heard for a video game. This is bad. It's bad. Guys, eBay. eBay. Let's take it to eBay real quick. Do you guys know what the Game Gear, handheld portable, what the Game Gear version of this game is going for on eBay, complete in box? $719. Not even new. Not even in new condition. That's old. That's opened. $719.99. Game Gear edition. Which is wild to me that someone would pay $720 for a complete in-box version of this game when you can just own the Game Gear cart itself. 18 bucks. That's insane. Insane. Ooh, yeah, this guy, yeah, he's definitely going to take the best offer. Crazy. So that is Rise of the Robots. Let me catch up on chat before we go to our supplementary material. We have some supplementary material, and that's good. The actual supplementary material is actually pretty good. Series took over the world. Yeah, that's true. Based on quality of the game, the box actually means it's 32 meg Griffin power. You made a really bad Family Guy pun. That's terrible. Terrible. Is Amanda's deck called In the Arms of the Angels? I said that's pretty good, Beef. That is good. We commend you. We salute you for that terrible fucking pun. I sent Amanda a text earlier, a sound clip of the beginning of Iced Earth's Angels Holocaust, because that's what's going to happen this weekend. There's going to be an Angels Holocaust today when we slaughter her angels. All right, guys, let's get to the supplementary material, and then we'll get into the game. Our supplementary material for today, there are, for the 3DO version, there are some FMVs. There are some kind of like death scenes to the different robots, and they are grisly. They are pretty interesting. So we're going to check them out real quick. Let's go to our primary monitor and bring this up. And then it's about 3 minutes long, 2.5 minutes. So we're going to check it out. This music, interesting choice. That's Brian May. Interesting choice for this music is straight from these clips of the game. So oh man, just ripping him apart. What happened to him though? Like he got all of his skin back. Up, right in the pool. That's it. Dumped him in the spa. Ooh, popped his head off. Again, these are songs from the actual clips of the game. Ooh, oh god. Music itself is good, but I don't know if it matches these. Oh! Hooked him. Hooked him. Why does this robot have such gnarly tits? You don't need to put tits on a robot. Oh god, Jesus. Brutal. These are pretty brutal. But again, the music weirds me out more than the actual violence does, you know? I just want to see the end of this. He waves goodbye to us. That's it, guys. That's some Rise of the Robots for the 3DO. Some wild shit, man. Some wild shit. Yeah, it's just like, it's not even a fatality. I think it's a fatality compilation. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I just found it on YouTube and I was like, yep, here it is. This is what we're doing. All right, let's bring some Rise of the Robots. Just like always, we're going to lay out and see if there's anything to look at. Okay, so you can tell. This might be Brian May's song, because I think this is like the only song that made it into the Rise of the Robots port. I don't know if we get an intro here, guys. I'm just letting the music play real quick. Just in case this is Brian May's song. I think it's going to kick in a minute here. Switched Cake Boy mode. Maybe not. I don't know. We're going to get into it. I'm not waiting for the song. Check out our onions. All right, we're going to put it on medium. We're not going to do it on hard. We'll keep it at 30 seconds. Cinematics on, bouts. We're going to change the bouts. Nope. Yeah, we're going to change it to 7 bouts. We need 7 rounds of Rise of the Robots. Super moves are on. That's going to be hilarious. Ooh. I'll just tell you to switch this. All right. It's a shame they had to restart the song all over again, but all right, that's it. We're going to put 15 minutes on the clock, and I will try my hardest to not rage quit out of this fucking game, dude. Here's our intro, basically, that we were looking for. Oh, you can hear the Sega farts, man. They are farting it up. They filmed this game in Six's bedroom. I wish my bedroom was as decorated as this. All I have in my bedroom is literally a bed and a TV. And that's it. That's all I have in there. This is actually pretty good for Sega Genesis, though. Like, it's smooth. All right, enemy approaching. Please wait. Well, it's smooth. Like, that's impressive for Sega Genesis. I was going for the blueness. Okay, that makes sense. Loader class 1. Intelligence low, power rating low, combat abilities poor, strength solid build, weak points speed, threat minimum. They just characterized me. That was my dossier. All right, we're in it, boys. We're in it. Look at this. Look at this. They spent 10 additional months enhancing this. All right, we're doing the cheese strat. I did play this game as a child for the Sega Genesis. I borrowed it from a friend. I did not waste my rental on this fucking game. And I'm showing you the strat. This is the strat. You get the opponent in the corner and you just keep kicking them. That's the only way to win at this game. And it's hilarious because the developers promoted this game as having a large and robust and technologically superior AI system that would learn your moves as you went on, and it would change its AI accordingly. This is what you get, guys. This is the AI. You can just pummel them into the corner. Oh, maybe not. Loader's getting us. Pummel them into the corner with kicks. Looks more like Killer Instinct. That's right, boy. Oh, man, we dismantled them. Loader destroyed. Proceed with caution. All right. All right. Beef, look up our moves to Cyborg real quick. Do we have any moves? I don't even know if there are moves in this game. It would not surprise me if there aren't. Who is this? Builder? Gorilla Man? Builder. Heavy construction robot. Low intelligence, high power rating, average combat abilities, powerful arms, not very good speed, minimum threat. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh. What are our controls, man? I'm doing Hadokens. Hadokens aren't doing anything. So, definitely not. Does it Mortal Kombat controls, maybe? Oh, there we go. Oh, we did something. I don't know what. Down, up, jab is a headbutt. Okay, there's the headbutt. All right. It's funny that they promoted Brian May's music and then you get into the game and it's this music. Down, up, jab. Oh God, you see how terrible? There we go. You gotta do it. I'm trying to do the special. Back forward jab is a tackle. Look at this. Look at this. There we go. We got one off. It's almost as bad as like Street Fighter 1 controls. Oh God. Can we continue? Bro, are you for real? We have to start all over again? Can you imagine playing this on the Amiga and dying and you have to start all over again and then you have to put the intro discs back into the game? All right, we're cheese mode. All right, that's it. Cheese mode. I don't care. Screw the moves. We don't need the moves. Oh, maybe we do need the moves. Jesus Christ. Loader bot is beating the piss out of us. Kick, kick, kick him into the corner. This is what I do in Tekken. This is how I beat everybody in ranked on Tekken. You kick him into the corner, you kick to win. And we still didn't win. Loaderbot has learned your cornering strats. The AI is trying to fight against this strat, but the problem is the gameplay design for the moves sucks so bad that he can't actually hit me. See, he's responding to it, but it's not even hitting me. And I am getting chip damage, so I am winning. This is the game, guys. Are you guys so happy that Beef chose this game? That Beef made us play this game? I don't know if we're gonna do the full 15 minutes, boys. I don't know. Do you really want to see the full 15 minutes? Is this what you guys want? How are you guys doing, chat? What are you guys up to? How you guys been? I feel like I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. Like, you guys doing all right? The life going all right? I'm just gonna chat with you while I sit here and kick Loaderbot into the fucking corner. I'm doing great. Are you, Beef? Are you doing great? Your life did improve. You have a lot of improvements. Everyone else has bailed. Oh, you mean chat? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Do you see this kind of? We have to go back to the start. Oh, guys, I don't know. I don't know, guys. We have another 8.5 minutes. All right, we're gonna do one more time. We're gonna do one more time. And then if this don't, I'll pull the ripcord. We don't need to. I got other stuff I gotta do today. This is not necessary. Especially it's not my emulator. It's not my emulator. It's, there is a small little black window, a small little black space. You cannot skip this, guys. You can't skip this. This is, oh, you can. Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind. I lied to you. I lied. All right. Kick the win. Kick the win. Kick the win. All right, I'm just gonna look at chat while this is going on. I'm looking at chat. I'm still here just playing a game while I wait for 50 million USBs to copy. Oh, you're doing more USB copies? I thought you were done with that stuff, Erica. I thought that was church mode. Is that not church mode? You got like 17 different jobs. I can't keep up with all your jobs. You got the butter churning. You got the wheat harvest. You got the Amish hat making. Nah, that's not church work. All right. That's a lot of USBs to copy. 50 million. Holy Lord. And I hope you got a good bulk deal. All right, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Is Vicer still here? Did Vicer fuck off? He came in for Strider and he fucked off. He may have had a late night last night with Frankie of Final Fantasy 11. Like, they were playing pretty long. The print shop I work. Oh, that's right. You do print work. I forgot about that. The print shop I work at makes the catalogs and shit for the local woodworkers for a big show they have every March. Oh, there's a big woodwork show coming up. Just want to point out highest viewership of the whole show. Yeah, people came out in droves for the Rise of the Robots. They came out in droves to see me kick this loader bot into the corner repeatedly. Look at this. Look at this high functioning AI we got going on here. I mean, the loader bot is figuring it out. He's figuring out you just got to jump out of the corner, but look at that. Look at that. You can't even respond. The block give me a little bit of bounce. Oh, I died? Okay. Okay. The show is Monday and I still have a lot of box of USBs that need to be copied. How many are in that box if you had to judge just looking at it? Guys, we're not going to do story mode. Look how crisp that Sega logo is though. We're going to do training. I want to see if we can pick a different character. You can't unskip. You cannot skip this part. It drives me nuts. You do not need to have an unskippable intro. That's terrible. Let's see here. Which I got training real quick. We can select our opponent, but we cannot select a different character. That's dumb. That's so dumb. What training is it? What are we training? Oh God, I wanted the robot with the nice tits, but it doesn't look like we're gonna get that one. We'll pick this one, whoever this is. Military bot? All right. Kick, kick, kick. Oh God, look at the damage. Oh, Lord. Military wins, just like the United States of America. Military wins. Anybody who's hanging around watching this garbage, if you like what you see, if you see what you like, throw me a follow, throw me a sub, throw me what? Throw me some donos. I do this every week, mostly retro stuff. So if you like any of this, follow it. Why would you? Why would you? All right, guys, we're rage quitting. I can't. We got 4.5 minutes. I can't do it. Screw this game. This game is terrible. Terrible. Nothing redeemable. Nothing worthwhile. We're not playing it anymore. I refuse. I got other stuff I got to do. Let's play good games. It's one thing to be bad and entertaining. It's another thing to be bad and boring. And Rise of the Robots is bad and boring. I could sit here and make fun of it, you know, but I'd be doing what literally every single YouTuber has done since the advent of YouTube. So, This customer ordered 175 and I have done most of them, but these USBs are cheap shit and about half of them have to be redone because things didn't copyright. Oh God, Erica, I feel bad for you, brother. That is painful, painful, painful. You're losing to the training bot of Fool Gore. Fool Gore. I see what you did there. Thank you, Stench. Thank you for the 1 bit. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. We're on our way, boys. We're on our way. Any and all money that gets contributed to the stream, whether it be donos or subs, goes right back into the stream. I don't use any of that money for myself. I just put it right back into the stream. So, that said, criteria number 1 for the 15 minutes in which I played this game, was I entertained? No. I was not entertained. Not at all. I mean, it was jokey ha-has talking about how shitty it was, so that part is entertaining, but the actual gameplay, no. Not good. Not good. Not a good game. I would say it hasn't aged well, but judging off of what I'm seeing right here, 1994, this is the same year as Donkey Kong Country. This is the same year as Sonic and Knuckles. This is what they had to offer. This is what they went back and spent 10 extra months on working on. Not entertained. Not. It's bad. It's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Don't play it. Don't. Not worth it. Not worth it. Sorry, I'm banging my desk, shaking everything. Criteria number 2. Now that I played this game, does my memory of it exist outside the lens of nostalgia? No, it doesn't. To be honest with you, it didn't exist outside the lens of nostalgia then. So technically, the memory core hasn't really changed. It's just the shittiness that I remember of the memory core has just been reinforced, rebolstered. Like, we didn't need to reformat the memory core. Everything was on there. Everything that we remember about this game being terrible, still there. Still intact. We're just gonna drag an industrial strength magnet across the hard drive. Don't need to remember this game ever again. I will never play this game ever again. As long as I live. No need. No need. We know what it does. It's terrible. God-awful game. Big stinking turd. It's a turd. Thank Beef in the chat. Judgmental Beef. Thank him for redeeming the Dino Nugs to make us watch this piece of shit. It sucked. No bueno. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Move on to the next game. Our next game. Golden Axe. Does this box art slap? Does it execute? Does it do the things it is supposed to do? Man. Oh, I don't know why my timer's going off. I don't remember setting it. I'm a little torn on this box art. A little torn. Buy those Amiga discs off eBay and then magnet erase all of them live on stream. I'll do it. I will do it. I will defile some Rise of the Robots just for our sake and benefit. This game is awesome, so time for me to leave later, gang. Thanks for hanging out with us, Beef. I appreciate having you in the chat, brother. You're better in the chat than you are on stream. I'm kind of torn on this box art, to be honest with you. All right, let's just go through the criteria. Does it have action in it? Does it convey action? Not really. This is pose work. Everybody's posing. There's not really a lot of action. Like, does it encapsulate what the gameplay experience will be like? Kind of, not really. You don't know if this is a 1v1 fighter. You don't know if this is a platformer. You don't know any of this. So I don't necessarily think it conveys what the gameplay experience is about. I think in terms of nostalgia, I think this game or this box art is a pass in that regard because it is very iconic. I don't necessarily think it's good box art though. And I love medieval fantasy art. Love it. Absolutely love it. I think this is almost kind of like a Japanese artist did what they thought Americans think is fantasy art, you know? Feels kind of weird. Also, look in the back, the Amazonian Tyrus Flare, I think. Her sword has no hilt. I mean, granted, she's grabbing it, but usually a hilt is longer than that. So, and also the axe itself being held by Axe Battler, or I guess it's Axe Battler, the perspective is all fucked up. It's weird. Like, it seems kind of curved. It seems unstraight. Also, Axe Battler's arms, look at his left arm. That's all bicep. All bicep. This man skipped tricep workouts. So I don't necessarily think this box art slaps. I don't think it executes. And the main reason why I don't think it executes is because we have so many different box arts to look at. There were so many ports of Golden Axe, and I think a lot of the other box arts slap harder than this one does. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rank all of the Golden Axes from least favorite to most favorite. So we're gonna start with the ones that I do not think slap. And that's right here, the Wonder Swan. They were trying something. It's not bad, it's not terrible. It's more posing art, but it's not bad. Wonder Swan. We got the PC Engine. This is understated. It's not bad either. I like it. It's minimal. It's very minimalistic, artistic style. It's for the PC Engine, the Japanese PC Engine. I like the little drop of blood in the middle. I think that's pretty good. Like, I think that works. We have the this is one of my favorites. We have the Master System. Look at that. Look at that. I think this slaps harder than the Genesis one. Look at that face. Only a mother could love that face, which is funny because when you highlight it here, the art doesn't actually look that bad close up. Close up don't really look like bad art. He looks more like a villain than a protagonist. But far away, it looks derpy. Like, it looks painfully derpy. So that's the Master System for the Sega. We have the Japanese DOS version, which again, they're going for a more minimalistic approach, but I like it. I think this is good. I think this is good. Rule of cool is going on here. The rocks. We have the Atari version, the Atari ST version. The Atari ST version, I love the fantasy art we got going on here. Even though I don't know if these are supposed to be the player characters or if these are supposed to be enemies. I think they're supposed to be enemies, but who knows? The Atari ST version looks good. Looks good. We have the European box art to Golden Axe. I think this slaps. I think this is more than adequate. Looks good. I love this kind of like fantasy, medieval fantasy art. This is my jam right here. So that's the European version. Then we have the Japanese box art, which is my favorite, which is actually just the European box art, but this is the back of the box art as well. And this is my favorite. This is out of all the ones we've seen today, this I feel like is the best. It fails the criteria that I normally review box art under. However, it's rule of cool all day long. And it's understated. It's kind of minimalist. They only have 2 gameplay photos, but the actual art itself is gorgeous, beautiful art. Like, really good, really good. Like, and then just because we're going through all of them, let's just take a look at Golden Axe 2. The North American Sega box art. I think this slaps more than the Golden Axe 1 box art. Even though it is kind of just posing, but it's kind of implied action, you know? Everybody's getting ready for a swing, so that's okay. It's not necessarily bad, you know? Although I would say that the font for Golden Axe 2 is not as good as Golden Axe 1. I like the font from Golden Axe 1 better than Golden Axe 2. But still good. Still good. Still good stuff. So those were the box arts. Very, very good. So notes. Golden Axe landed on the Sega Genesis in late December of 1989. The #1 song in America in 1989, December of 89. Milli Vanilli's Blame It on the Rain. Good song, good song. Let me reiterate. Not necessarily good song. good refrain, good chorus. Because everybody just remembers this song from the chorus. They're just, blame it on the brain. And that's it. That's all you remember from the song. So, Milli Vanilli, #1 song in America, 1989, December. Developed and published in-house by Sega, by our boy, Makoto Uchida. He is the man behind Ultra Beast. He's the man behind Alien Storm. He's the man behind Die Hard Arcade. This man, he knows what he's doing. He slaps. It has been established. Uchida was a huge fan of action movies, Conan in particular. And he wanted to pay tribute to them with a game that was, quote, a Double Dragon, but not Double Dragon. He believed arcade games should be competitive against Dragon Quest. Kind of a weird comparison, but that's what he said. So we studied the world of magic and swords, combined it with Dragon Quest gameplay, and came up with the concept of Golden Axe, end quote. Uchida also found inspiration from Street Fighter 1. Bless his heart. Over the fact that you could do different controller and button inputs and get different moves. Ooh, man. This game, Golden Axe, seen here, Golden Axe lifts voice samples directly from the death scenes of certain bad guys in the movies Rambo and Conan. And I love how the late 80s were like just no law at all in the gaming world. You could just rip sound samples and don't have to worry about copyright infringement. They just did whatever the hell they wanted to do. I love that about late 80s video games, especially arcade games. Arcade games kind of did whatever the hell they wanted, whenever the hell they wanted. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Sorry, I'm removing some sources so it's easier for me to get around. By the way, the Golden Axe that everyone wants, it grants immortality in the video game. That's I never knew the importance of one said Golden Axe. I didn't know why everybody was going for it, but now I know. It grants the bearer, immortality. Technically, using science, technically a Golden Axe would be a shitty weapon. Because gold's density is low. Its density point is low. It's way too pliable of a precious metal. You would swing with a golden axe, and then the axe would fucking bend and crumple and conform because gold is very flexible and bendable. So it would make for a very shitty weapon to actually use gold. Of note, this doesn't necessarily have to do with Golden Axe itself, but of note for Golden Axe 2 or 3, I can't remember which one it was. It was Golden Axe 1, or it's Golden Axe 2 or 3. Can't remember. Sega, they used a newfangled touch tablet to draw the animations and character work and sprite work for Golden Axe 2 or 3. And this technology would inspire Sega to later release the Sega Pico. That's right. The Sega Pico came directly from Golden Axe. Weird. That's it. I have one little behind the scenes, deleted scenes, cutting room 4 glitch for Golden Axe 1. Golden Axe 1, if you play the game in co-op mode and you get to the final boss, which is Death Adder, I think this is actually Death Adder's father, because they added it for the Sega version. When he dies, his axe goes flipping in the air and then lands on him. Death Adder does. However, if you're playing in co-op, the game cannot process all the graphics that are going on, so the axe itself glitches out, and that's what you're seeing right here, is Death Adder's axe all glitched out to shit. So, there's that. If you guys had to guess what Golden Axe goes for, complete in box on eBay, would you guess high or would you guess low? Right now, A new factory sealed golden axe, complete in box with V-seam, $299.77, which is, that's a little much. That's a little much. Sealed, yeah, sealed. I think this is the only new sealed copy they have on eBay. I think Golden Axe is an iconic game. Good game. I think everybody should play it once. You should not pay more than $5 for it. Not paying no $300. Get the shit out of here. No way. And that's all I have for notes for Golden Axe. Let me catch up on chat. Sorry guys, I was deep in the notes. I got to get through these notes. Got a lot of stuff I got to do today. So I got to try to get through this hyperspeed. I saw the NyQuil demons last night. Oh, you did, Frankie? You did? I understand why 6 is the way he is now. Well, there's also a lifetime of trauma and drug use. 30 plus years of drug use that went into it. But yeah, NyQuil demons, the shadow people, they come. Like, I'm so exhausted. We went way too hard trying to get something done on Final Fantasy 11 last night and didn't get to bed till like 3:30. Holy shit. Y'all were getting down with Final Fantasy 11, which is crazy because when I was there, it seemed like everybody was tired and everybody was logging off. And then I had to go finish up on OTL. So I logged off and I was like, they're probably going to wrap it up soon. But you guys just kept on playing. Kept on playing. Wow. I'm often playing the dwarf in this, D&D Tower of Doom and Shadow over Mysteria and Hero Quest. Big dwarf, Gilius Thunderhead, going for the dwarf magic. 6 got that hyper focus right now. Yeah, when I'm doing the trivia section, I have a hard time interacting with chat because I gotta get through the notes, and then also later when I chop it up into YouTube, it's less for me to edit out if I just focus on the notes. I am paying attention to you guys. I do see you. And then I'm gonna, I do what I'm doing right now and just catch up. So by all means, please continue typing and chatting for sure. We got really important shit done. Just took forever, like 30 levels of main quest stuff saved up. Woof. Woof. Wow. No joke. No joke. Guys, we have some supplementary material I want to share with you. We got some videos. We got, I think, at least 2 videos for Golden Axe. So let's pop it over to the primary monitor. And this is a arcade intro that did not make it over to the States, and you'll see why. You want to run that by me again? I'm just going to repeat that real quick. Super cool. Super cool. That did not make it over to North America. Okay, and then this is like a 2-minute video, or 1 minute and 48 seconds. I am fascinated by sound samples, especially when they are based off popular media. So we're going to play this real quick.
It's all you'll ever need.
Cool, eh? I think that is cool. That's super gnar, man. Super gnar. I love it. I love it. I never knew that one death scream came from Conan. And now I know, because I always remember that death scream. But never knew it came from Conan. All right, let's pop it in. Let's see if we got an intro. We'll lay out. See if there's anything to watch. There is. I already looked it up. Now these look like demos of the game, but they're not. They're actually little character dossiers. That's why we're gonna watch them real quick. Yeah, the magics. And this is why you get this little screen. Axe equals Battler, the barbarian, his mother, killed by Death Adder. Watch how they portray Tyrus Flare here. Why did they put that in here? Is her demo? Like that she's an idiot, apparently? Tyrus Flare. The Amazon, her father and mother, killed by Death Adder. And here's the boy. Here he is. Here's the character I always play as. I hated that stage, by the way. I always fell off the edge all the time. Gilius Thunderhead, the dwarf, his brother, also killed by Death Adder. Okay, there you go, you know? We have an explanation. We know why our player characters want to kill Death Adder. That's all we need. That's all we need, you know? I think that's legit. All right, we're gonna check out our onions. We're gonna turn our life meter all the way up. That's right. And that's it. And that's it. That's all we got. All right, putting 15 minutes on the shot clock. Here we go, boys. Let's get into some Golden Axe Arcade. All right, normally I choose Gilius Thunderhead, but we're actually gonna go with Tyrus Flare because I wanna show you her magic. Her magic is the coolest in the game. And she also has the most magic. Death Adder invaded the castle and has taken the king and princess prisoners. Okay. My good friend Alex was also, oh, didn't get to read that. Bringing peace to the land is my duty. We have to bring peace to the land. There it is. Okay, that's our attack button. That's our magic button, which is really effective when there's no enemies on the screen. That's our jump. And that's it. That's all you need. And we're in it. We're in it. This is old school beat 'em up. Like one of the progenitors for the beat 'em up genre. So not a whole bunch in terms of things you can do. And also this is before it was like you could throw an enemy at another enemy. So you can't do that in this game, or at least not the Sega port. You do have a dash attack, which you will be using like crazy. Yeah, get these little piglets. Get them. They refill your magic. Damn, you need a lot of magic to get to level 2. Ah, look at that. We got the weird, what is that? The chicken monster, chicken leg, turkey leg, whatever it's called. Oh God, would you stop it? Now I can't get it. That's wonderful. All right, we're gonna let her come out so we can get our little chicken leg. Obviously the enemy AI is designed where if you come after them, they retreat, which sucks. There we go. All right, we got our chicken leg. Like I said, you're gonna be doing the dash attack a lot. All right, we got a little chicken. This is, if you guys saw my Altered Beast review, the chicken leg was in the Altered Beast game, which makes sense, because, we can't get up there. That sucks. Oh, there we go, there we go. Nope, got him. Which makes sense, because Uchida did Altered Beast as well. So just a little Easter egg. They're in both games. Nah, you're not getting on my steed, bro. My chicken leg. No one rides this KFC but me. We're going to Turtle Village. All right, those are the bosses. I think I have enough magic for the one spell I wanted to show you guys. Let me get rid of these Dorcases. All right, we got the Hammer Bros here. All right, let's use the magic. Nope, that wasn't the one I wanted. That's fine. We'll get our magic back. Tyrus has the coolest magic spell in the game. Once you get her, I think, up to full magic. And this is the strategy. This is the Walmart strats. Dash attack to win. Ooh, we got hit with the Sledge Bros. There we go. Bonus stage. Music is pretty iconic, man. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. That's it. 2? That's all you guys got? 2? Poopy. Oh, I love the music, man. Our sworn enemy, Death Adder, is in his castle. We'll take a shortcut through the Turtle Village. Naturally, as one does. As one does. We're going through Turtle Village. All right, I'm going to show you the strat. This is the strat. Get far away. Bye-bye now. Get far away. Bye-bye now. Oh, see you later. That's many years of playing Golden Axe right there. Too good. I'm too good. Oh, God. See, it's an elementary style beat 'em up, so your attacks do get interrupted a lot because you can't really interrupt your own combos, so. They're scared. Why are they scared? All right, we got a Dragon Steed now. We got a Dragon Steed. We got a Dragon Steed. We got a Dragon Steed now. There we go. No, we don't. Never mind. Never mind. Oh God, we're getting rocked here. We're getting rocked. Okay. Now we got a Dragon Steed. Now we got a Dragon Steed. That sound is excellent. Love it. Our little dragon can dash. Oh God, it's kind of hard to, yeah, we'll just dash attack him. Shit on it, Jesus. Yeah, burn him up. Burn him up. I think we need to get to 3 in order to do the spell attack. All right, boss time. Ooh, ouch, ouch. No. You didn't raise this dragon. I raised this dragon from a whelp. Again, this is the Walmart strat. In order to get through Golden Axe, you just divide and conquer. Oh God, now he's got projectiles. Okay, you guys are gonna make me do my magic. Do I lose all my magic if I die? I hope not. I hope not. Okay, if you dash and then press down, it does kind of like a diving attack, which is mostly useless. All right, we got fireball mode now. Throwing out Hadokens. My dragon's spitting those Hadokens. Okay, good, we keep our magic good. Because I'm trying to get up to 6 so you guys can see the spell that I'm talking about. It's super cool. Bonus. Okay, cool, we get, oh, what? He stole him! You turd! Turd! I don't want the ham bone, I want the magic. I want more magic, man. Got him. We got him. All right, cool. We just need one more magic, and then we're good. And then I'll show you the spell that I've been talking about this whole game. The village was on the back of a giant turtle. Naturally, the turtle takes us south across the sea. Naturally, makes sense. Makes sense, guys. That's what I would think, you know? And this is what we saw through the demo with Tyrus Flare falling off the bottom for whatever reason. I don't know why they would use that clip to demonstrate the character, but they did. All right, get off my dragon. Get off the dragon. Nah, you're screwed now. You ain't getting out. You're stuck in a loop, baby. The enemies, the steeds don't really do a lot of damage, though. I've noticed. Look at that fish. Dash and jump. Okay. There we go. Okay, let him go off. All right, now we can actually, maybe? We can do the magic attack. We're gonna wait till we get to a boss though, because this one we're gonna need it. Maybe. I mean, I'll definitely do it before we die. This for sure. Ooh, okay. All right, the enemy knows the Walmart strats as well. It's not good. All right, Deb. We got the Hammer Bros. We got Sledge Bros. Can't handle it. I'm too good. I'm too good, boys. Look at this. It's like we're playing Pit Fighter all over again. Nothing. They got nothing on me. Do they know the hours I spent with the axe? The golden axe? They can't handle it. Got it. Bada bing. Well, magic is pretty useless at this point because, you know, I'm full, but, you know, we'll torch these guys because it's fun to hit them. There we go. There we go. Controls are tight. Sound is tight. Is this the, these guys aren't the bosses, are they? Like, for real? No, there's gotta be someone else who comes out. We're just getting rid of the denizens before we take on the boss. R&D 1, that's, oh, there he is. Okay, magic time. Yeah. Best magic spell in the game. Super cool, man. Treasure goblins before Diablo. It's true. It's true. You're on the money, brother. On the money. All right. This guy is a dingus. He can't handle it. All right. Oh, we got 3 of them. Oh, 4 of them. Wow. All right, we need more magic than we do. That's it. It's kind of stinky. Kind of stinky. Guys, we might beat Golden Axe. We have gone in close vicinity of the castle, but the way is packed by enemy lines. We must dare the fiend's path to reach the castle. Sometimes you gotta go, you gotta brave the fiend's path, you know? All right. Get out of here. Okay, as you can tell, I mean, this is an arcade port. It's an old arcade port, 1989. Very elementary gameplay here, you know? It's more, it's a pick up and play. You're done in 45 minutes. You ain't coming back after the 45 minutes. Like, that's how it is. It's Golden Axe. Fun to play with a friend though. You can do co-op and play with a friend, which is pretty gnar. But I mean, if you're looking for deep and riveting gameplay, you're not gonna find it here. It's not super deep, you know. Because I mean, the beat 'em up genre itself is not historically not historically known for its depth, you know. But especially not arcade late 80s beat 'em ups, not known for their depth. That's okay though. Still enjoyable. Still enjoyable. I know I'm sounding like a Golden Axe apologist here, but you know. We will continue. Ah, but we can't choose Gilius. That's not cool, man. I wanted to be Gilius. It is possible to play multiplayer online through RetroArch. Oh, no joke. I mean, that's pretty gnar. You ain't gotta hook up all the weird RF adapters to stream and play multiplayer. Oh, Lord. Net play! Okay, we got him. Oh, God. Come. Oh, are you serious? Oh, he came back. Poke him. Give him a little poke. Tap that ass. All right, now we're getting into the Ash denizens, which are harder, more aggressive. Well, I would say harder, but you know, everybody's dying to the Liu Kang kick. They're just unlike most beat 'em ups. There is not a desperation attack that you normally lose life if you do it. Not in this game. It does not exist. But you can change the target in which your combo is hitting though, so that's pretty nice. Skeletons, they can knock you down quite a bit. If they get a combo on you, you're gonna be hurting. That's like 2 life bars minimum. So you just can't let them get in. Granted, because it's an old school beat 'em up, the AI is very simplistic, so it's pretty easy to trick the AI to get them to come to you, so it's not bad. You know. Oh God, we're stuck. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at that. 3 life bars. No desperation moves, so you're stuck. You can't even use magic to interrupt it. Like, if you get hit with that, this is no good. No bueno. Everyone has to use the same RetroArch file version in the same ROM, so we can put it on the Google Drive to download. That's not bad though. I mean, that's pretty easily achievable, really. Like, that's pretty simple. Oh God, Jesus. The skeletons they're getting me down, man. These are the aforementioned skeleton crew that we saw earlier. They're whooping up on us. Okay, get out of here. All right. Can we change characters? Nope, certainly can't. That sucks. You gotta be Tyrus the entire time. I wanted to be Gilius, man. I just wanted to show you Tyrus's magic and then play as Gilius. They stole our magic, little bastards. Give it back. Give it back. It's mine, not yours. Give it back. Ooh, mine. Thank you. I wonder if 4 is the same as 6. If it's the same as the dragon. The fiend's pass was a great eagle. We are taken across the skies to the castle. Now the final battle begins. Oh, timer's going off. Timer's going off. Hold on, let me do my magic real quick. Get these nerds down here. Look at that. Dumb. So stupid! So stupid! Bada bing. All right, let me get a whole bunch of enemies here, and then I'll do the magic and see if 4 is different than 6. There we go. Yeah, it was. We just get some fiery tumbleweeds. Okie dokie. All right, we've seen enough. We've seen enough. We'll load it back over to Sega Talk. Bring Golden Max back up. There it is. Bada bing. Bada bing. Let me load up the next game real quick. Our last game for today. Bring RetroArch back. Bring this up. And throw Tazmania back in there. There we go. Bada bing. Bada bing. All right. For the 15 minutes in which I played this game, was I entertained? Yes, I was entertained. Was I as entertained as like Strider? No, I was not. Or Skeleton Crew? No, not necessarily like engaged to the level in which I would for those games. However, entertained. It is an elementary side-scrolling beat 'em up. It's not the deepest game you've ever played, and I mean it's old. It's old. Granted, like I said, I feel like I'm being an apologist. If you were to pick up this game today, you would probably find it a little on the boring side. It is a little on the boring side. The actual gameplay itself is on the boring side. The art and music, fantastic though. Fantastic. In terms of scenery, setting, and atmosphere, fantastic. Love the sound samples. I mean, the sound drops are basically, you know, it's what sells the game. It's what makes the game. Like, everybody who has an affinity with playing this game as a child, you'll remember the sound drops. No different than Strider's laugh, you know? Like, so I would say I was entertained. I was entertained. It's not a turd. Criteria number 2. Now that I played this game, does my memory of it exist outside the lens of nostalgia? Kind of no. Granted, I can make all the apologist arguments that I already did, but it has aged. I wouldn't say it's aged terribly, but it has aged. Definitely aged. I mean, it's the protogenitor of side-scrolling beat-em-ups, or at least one of the protogenitors. So, you know, it walked so Streets of Rage and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles could run, you know? So I would say my memory core of it is that it's still entertaining. It's still a retro blast from the past. It's not necessarily as good as I remember it. The controls are good, but they're a little wonky, a little blocky. You feel like you're just like moving in a line, you know, in a grid, so to speak. But you know, it's not terrible gameplay. It's just not super deep gameplay. And like I said, a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's just old game, man. Old game. But we're not judging on a curve. We're judging with shitty modern day gamer vision. So my memory core of this does not exist outside the lens of nostalgia. But it's not a turd. Game is not a turd. So let's bring it to the next game and our final game for today, guys. Tazmania. Box art. Does this box art slap? Does it execute? Does it do the things it is supposed to do? I vote yes. It's not terrible. It's not the best, but it's not terrible. It has big licensed IP energy. We'll get to the criteria. Does it have action in the box art? Is there action on this box art? Not really. There is some. You got the tribal mice in the background, the tribal rats getting ready to throw spears. So, I mean, that's action. You've got this weird hentai plant monster trying to groom us with its eyebrows, like, Like, I'm guessing it's snaking into, you know, not the foreground. Is it the foreground? It's snaking into the front of the screen, the front of the box. So I guess that's technically action. And then you got a duckbill peeking out of the egg. And that's technically action. Technically. So not a whole bunch of action. I feel like the reason why this is kind of a fail, kind of like they could have done better, is you have Taz, the Tasmanian devil, well known and renowned for him spinning like a tornado, and yet he is not spinning like a tornado on this box art. So I feel like that's a missed opportunity. You just got him like, hey, you know, like, which is fine. He is iconic. People know him, but could it have killed them to throw him in cyclone mode, you know? Does this box art convey what the gameplay experience will be like? Looking at this box art, do you have an idea of how the gameplay will play? Again, not really. Not really. It does a better job of conveying that this is a side-scrolling platformer than Rise of the Robots or Skeleton Crew did. So, I mean, there's that. But I don't necessarily totally get an idea of what the gameplay experience will be like by looking at this box art. So, going off the criteria, this is kind of a fail. This box art is a fail. It's not bad box art. It's not the worst box art. It is iconic. Like, I mean, I definitely remember seeing this box art a lot as a child, especially going to video rental stores. But this box art alone, if we did not already have the consumer brand built in of knowing who Taz is, I don't know if this box art would be enough to get a child to pull it off the shelf and rent it or buy it at a big box store. So it's kind of a fail. Tazmania, released in July of 1992. Tazmania was developed by Recreational Brainware, and it was published by Sega themselves. Now, Recreational Brainware, not really overly known for their games developed. They developed Chakan, the Forever Man. They developed The Amazing Spider-Man and the Kingpin versus the Kingpin. Those are probably their most well-known work in the games. But they do. Recreational Brainware does have a noteworthy footnote for their development, because they have a major footnote in the history of Sega, because Recreational Brainware, they are the parties responsible for making the GEMS music system, the GEMS system. They did this. Like all of the audio, or this is the audio sound driver that brings us all of the joyous Sega farts that we have been enjoying this entire time. That's them. They made this. They made the audio driver that 200 plus other developers, 200 plus other games used to develop audio for the Sega Genesis. So they have imprinted upon the Sega Genesis history just for that and that alone. Tazmania, the American animated sitcom in which this game is derived from, ran for 4 years from 1991 to 1995, where Taz, the titular character of the show, is voiced by Jim Cummings. Now, I did not know this until I got deep into the notes, but do you guys know how prolific Jim Cummings is as a voice artist? Whew. Let's just review some of his resume. Just some of it. Just some. Not all of it, but just some. Jim Cummings did the voice for Steel from Balto. He was the bad guy in the Balto movie. He did the voice work for Fat Cat from the Rescue Rangers. Jim Cummings did the voice work for Darkwing Duck. He was Darkwing Duck. Jim Cummings did the voice work for Pete from Goof Troop, which I love this photo of Pete. I think it's hilarious. It's very much it's big stepdad energy. Big stepdad came home from work and he's loosened his tie. He's already three Miller Ultra Miller Lights in. I love that photo of Pete. Jim Cummings did the voice work for Robotnik from the Sonic cartoon. Jim Cummings did the voice work for the Master from the Fallout games. Jim Cummings did the voice work for Smokey the fucking Bear from 1993 to 2006. That was Jim Cummings. This man, he has been all over the voice work field, man. Like, he's done it all. Literally done it all. Oops, still got Smokey up there. Tazmania, as we see here. Tazmania was fairly well received upon release, solidly somewhere in the range of upper mid to good. Most citing its graphically impressive and still playable gameplay, looking at you, Rise of the Robots. Well, most praised its time in the 16-bit era. The fact that they had impressive workarounds for game animation. I'll talk about that in 1 second. The other side of the coin for Tazmania is that they're the sharp spikes in difficulty. There are some beef gates. There are some sharp spikes in difficulty in this game. And some cited the somewhat generic genre foundationals were some of the detractions for Tazmania. But not that bad, though. As far as criticisms go, not that bad. The developer, Dave Foley, had this to say about Taz. I was very excited about Taz. We knew we had a lot to live up to with that license. We all worked in the same room. The room was filled with Taz merchandise. Taz was so well defined that we didn't have to guess how to make him fun. We just had to convey that in the limitations of the hardware. He has attitude. He's a brute. That means you can get away with a lot of character traits that don't have to be so subtle. The toughest part of Taz was coming up with a way to have over 200 frames of animation and still fit into a cart. This led to a layered sprite tool where we could use the same arm in several frames, the same head, etc., and just move them with the tool to get the animation. This saved a ton of space on the cart and allowed for 8 and 12 frame animations, giving the character a lot of fluidity. The other trick we did was to build different levels with the same artwork and just use different palettes. You'll notice the ice level and the sand level use the same tiles. So I think that's neat. I think that's gnar. I love it when developers kind of like figure out ways around developing, you know, like, and still make it good. Still make it good. If you had to guess what Tazmania complete inbox goes for on eBay, would you guess low or high? Would you guess low or high? If you guessed low, you are correct. Right now, granted, it's not brand new. There are no new listings for Tazmania on eBay. If you wanted a Tazmania complete inbox with manual, $20. You got it for $20. Pretty good deal for an old ass game. Pretty good. Pretty good. Sega, collecting for Sega is all over the place. I've heard a game collector tell me once that like Super NES, if it's new, automatically costs a bunch of money. NES, kind of weird, but most of the time, if it's new, they usually cost money, regular Nintendo. Sega, all over the place. It could be a brand new copy, sealed, you can get it for $50. But then there are other games like Skeleton Crew where you can get it for $720. So it's just like, Sega collecting is all over the place. And that's my notes for Tazmania. Is that Howard the Duck? Oh, you're talking about the popping out of the little eggshell there? It does remind me of Howard the Duck, or just Donald Duck. He has the same bill, the exact same bill. It's not a turd. Chakan is badass, but some of the enemies in them levels are pretty generic, basic, and questionable. We will probably dip our toes in Chakan. I did not play Chakan. I never played Shaka Khan, so I mean, if someone ever wants to redeem it, I'll play it. But we might never actually see Chakan. We might never ever see it. We're going to remove these sources. All right, we got some supplementary material. We're going to kick it over to our, kick it over to our primary monitor, like so. I just want to highlight the music in the Game Gear version of Tazmania. We're only going to listen to it for a couple seconds because it's literally going to hurt you. Okay, I have a note here to go to 8 minutes into this clip. Okay, you get it. It's painful. It's painful. We got a little commercial. Just a 30-second commercial for the VHS 1993.
Calling all Taz fans. We want Taz! We want Taz! Tazmania is here, and it's fantastic. Now you can see Taz and his friends on 3 video cassettes of your favorite episodes filled with high-flying fun and adventures. And you'll get 3 temporary Tasmanian Devil tattoos free inside each video box. Plus, the Tasmanian Devil plush toy can be yours by mailing in 3 proofs of purchase and $2.99 or $4.99 with a single proof of purchase plus shipping and handling. Tazmania, available now on video cassette.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would you... If you can get 1 Taz plushie with 1 proof of purchase and just pay $2 more, why would you buy 3 of the VHSs and then pay $2 for the Taz plushie? I mean, I guess if you're really hard up for Taz and you already have all the VHSs, yeah, sure, why not? But weird. You'd have to pay $60, $64 total just for one free Taz plush. In this economy, like, all right, let's switch it over to Sega. Let's play our last game for the day, guys. Let's get in there. Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on. I gotta scare my computer. My cursor went away. There we go. See if we got anything to watch. Do we? Do we have an intro? No, we don't. We get no movies. No movies. Taz. All right, let's just get in there, guys. Let's do it. I love it. I played the poop out of this game when I was a kid. I was a big fan of platformers as a child. Not so much anymore. We have easy mode. Check out our onions. We have easy mode, hard mode, practice. I guess easy mode's gonna be our normal difficulty, so we'll just do easy mode. Let's get in there. Oh, we do have an intro. Hold on, we'll start the timer. Let's check out our intro. Once long ago, Tazmania was ruled by giant prehistoric seabirds. They were so big that one of their giant eggs could feed a family of our ancestors for a year. Eggs? Cool. Arf. Wow. There are even legends that there is a lost valley where the giant birds still live. Eggs and all. That's only a legend. Eggs! Uh-oh. Taz loves those eggs, man. That's it. That's it. We're in the game, boys. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, what we got here? Okay, we got spin. Wow. That took a while. We got spin, we got jump, and that's it. That's all we got. Oh, what is this? Oh, we got some chili peppers. Oh, you can spin in the air. Nice. Oh, flames? Nice. I don't know what hit us. I don't know what happened there, boys. Oh, oh, okay. Control is a little... He ate it. We got more flames. Control is a little slippery. They got the cursed slippery controls. Well known for early 90s games. That's our midway point. Oh, cool. Nice. Well known for slippery ice controls. It's not super slippery, but there is a little kind of momentum to things here. Does Taz have a run button? I was gonna say, what is making that sound? But it's the enemy. All right. Oh, come on, Taz. Bring it in. Bring it in. All right, there we go. We got another. Oh, that was that was very Dark Souls of Tazmania. That's not. Y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't see that. All right, we'll eat this, whatever this is. I don't know what that is. All right, we're gonna jump over that. Are we back at the beginning? Or is this... It's kind of hard to tell. The level design is a little weird. Ah, shit, we got rid of her. Damn. I needed that. All right. Are we back at the beginning? Or no, we're back at the midway point? Oh, son of a bitch, man. I wish spikes weren't like an instant death. 3 continues remaining. Well, we gotta spin our way. Spin, spin, spin to win, win, win. Chat, what are you guys doing this weekend? You guys doing anything scandalous? You getting into anything crazy? The jump mechanic kind of sucks. Like, Taz has kind of a weird arc to it. So it's kind of pinpoint jumping is not. Pinpoint jumping is not a thing in this game. All right. I do like the music though. The music. Bro, seriously, it should not be this hard to jump on a waterfall. All right, a geyser. You know, shouldn't be this hard. I know I suck at video games, but Lord have mercy. I don't suck this bad. There we go. Okay. Whatever that is. I'm getting to the point where I'm just gonna rage quit out of Tazmania. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All right, we're just gonna. Ooh, got hit by the. At least you get a life bar. That's okay. I mean. Ooh, ouch. All right. He's eating whatever that is. I don't know what that is. I guess that gives us the fire ability though. I guess. All right. Midway point. All right, we're just gonna jump over this. We don't need that. We don't need that. Eat him, Taz! Eat him! What are you doing, man? Just playing with him. Eat that nasty looking crab. All right, we have to go up. We don't have an option. Instead of jumping, can we just fall onto it? Yep. Again, I do suck at video games. But I would cite my current sucking with the controls. Controls a little wobbly, dookie doo. It's not the best. It's not the worst I played on outside the lens, but certainly not the best. All right. We're not having a fun time here, guys. This is not playing the way I wanted it to play. But we're not gonna rage quit. We're not gonna rage quit. I want to at least get past the first level. That would be great. The first level would be great. Bro, what the fuck? Seriously? This is terrible. I saw some reviewers like saying online that one of their criticisms with the game, some people said difficulty spikes. Yes, I already mentioned that. But some people said this game was too easy. I was like, are we playing the same goddamn game? Fuck. God. We're on easy mode, you know? How much time do we have? Shit, we still got 8 minutes? Oh my God. Oh, we might not make it through Tazmania. We might rage quit on it. If we don't get... you get fished, York! How dare you? How dare you? You bringing up trauma during my show? Somebody ban York. Vicer, where are you? Ban your assistant. Ban your intern. How dare you, York? What's going on, York? How you doing, buddy? You having a good time watching Tazmania here? Like, I'm sure this is riveting. Can't be any worse than the last time I played you and Vicer and Tekken and beat you guys 20 plus times. That sounds like a joke, but that's not. Beat you guys over 20 times. What the fuck happened? I was like, oh. I mean, I know I've been training with Rang, but woo. Woo. Granted, I beat you that many times because you intentionally did not use Kuma. Fuck! If you had used Kuma, oh yeah, that winning streak would have been over. Over! Alright, we gotta get up there. I was surprised you didn't use Kuma. I was like, why isn't York using Kuma? He must be training with Kuma, and he's waiting till Kuma gets to Super Saiyan strength to beat the shit out of me with it. Why does the music keep changing like that? Where am I supposed to go? Yeah, where are we supposed to go? I mean, we can't go down, because if we go down, we die. And we can't go too far up, because, like, if we do, we die. Did I miss something up here? No? I wanted to try other characters, probably wasn't the best time. Yeah, it's all right, though. To be honest with you, I kind of like that you were trying it. And, brother, you were playing other characters, and you were doing just fine with those other characters, too. I was just like, wow, York's got some... He's obviously got some Tekken foundationals, you know? Like, he knows what he's doing when it comes to Tekken. Okay, we gotta come up here. That makes sense. I mean, I get bored of, you know, constantly winning flawless perfects 3 rounds without getting touched with Hell Ring. I get bored of that, too, and sometimes I just want to fuck around with a different character. I need to fuck around with Law a little bit more. I need to lab Law a little bit more. My current Law is terrible. I'm using only Tekken 2 mechanics for Law, and he's terrible. Like, I'm not doing good with him. Not as bad as I'm doing right now with Tazmania, though. But I want to get better with Law, because I kind of... He looks like he's fun to play. He looks basic. He looks like a basic fighter. He doesn't look like, you know, super in-depth, but that's okay. I kind of want a basic fighter to have in my repertoire. And then after Law... I think I kind of want to fuck with Asuka. Asuka or Reina? I know Reina kind of sucks, but I kind of want to mess with her a little bit. She doesn't have a whole bunch of low attacks, though. It's going to mess me up. All right, we're on the second stage. Asuka is good. Yeah, I like Asuka. I think she's neat. Like, I think she's... Not a whole bunch of people use her either. So, that's kind of like what I want to do. Because my Azucena, my coffee girl, coffee boobs is getting better. She's getting better. I still got to lab her some more. I've been labbing her, like, I get really high and then play her for like 20 minutes and just to see what she does. And I'm learning. I'm learning with her. I'm not rang levels yet, but we are learning. We'll get there. We'll get there is what I'm saying. We'll get there. Vicer's drags. Is Dragunov? Interesting. I'm kind of afraid of Vicer's Dragunov. His Steve got worse. He's focusing too much on dodge. He needs to get back to just being a scrubby offensive player. That's when Vicer was doing the worst damage to me, when he was just all offense. Because Vicer will sneak one in me, sneak one in on me. And just kind of do a whole bunch of offense, and then I got no idea what I'm doing. Like, but other than that, yeah, I think he put too much time into dodge, and now he kind of doesn't know how to play anymore. It is fun watching Vicer get really pissed off over losing. Oh, we got bombs? Oh, that didn't work out. How come the bombs don't set off? Only one set off. It's kind of weird. Where are we supposed to go? Guys, I'm hating this right now, to be honest with you. I do not think this did not age well. All right, midway point. What is that sound with the jump? It's kind of weird. All right. Get back in it. How much time do we have on the clock? How much time? 2 minutes. Okay, we'll play for 2 more minutes. If it was anything more than 2 minutes, oh yeah, I'd be done. This is... Oh, that's health. Okay. That makes sense. Big water bottle. Health. Taz, he likes to hydrate. Eat the extra man. Nice. I like it. It's not the worst game I played on OTL, but it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. Not a whole bunch to work off of here. Oh, fuck. Are you serious? You can knock items off? Like, you can knock them out? Where is this? All right. Yep. Saw that coming. That kind of sucks. Are you serious, bro? How am I supposed to know? You hid the bomb behind the background. All right. I wish Taz didn't like automatically eat everything he touches. That kind of sucks. All right. We know where the bomb is now. So we'll just jump over it. Like so. And there's probably another one right there because this game... This game is the Dark Souls of Genesis platformers, bro. And it's not even being fair about it. Like, at least Dark Souls is fair. You know? If you do something wrong, Dark Souls lets you know, and then you learn. How are you supposed... fuck this game. I rage quit. Yeah, the timer's going off anyways. Fuck this game. This game sucks. God. Lord in heaven. God above. Criteria number 1. For the 15 minutes in which I played this game, was I entertained? No, I was not! This game sucks! It's not good! Didn't age well. Controls are kind of garbage. I was kind of frustrated, and not in a good way frustrated. You know, like, I feel like there are some cheap aspects to it. I feel like Taz moves kind of weird. I feel like the controls are kind of woof. And I feel like the foundationals of the genre itself, the platformer, is very generic. It's very basic. I mean, we only saw, like, what, 3 enemies? Between... Granted, I only played it for 15 minutes, so I'll take away that detraction, but... I was not entertained. I was not entertained. I was waiting for the clock to tick down. This is one of those games where it's bland and boring. I was more entertained with Rise of the Robots than I was with Tazmania. Because at least Rise of the Robots is garbage, you know? We can distinctly see that it is garbage, whereas Tazmania, you can't really see right away that that's garbage through the appearance, graphics, and gameplay. Hazard Mania is what this game should be called. You are correct, Nox. You're on the money, brother. How you doing, Nox? Have you been here this whole time, lurking? Are you like to watch? You prevert? So I was not entertained. 15 minutes is all you need to make an executive decision and never play this game. Criteria number 2. Now that I played this game, does my memory core of it exist outside the lens of nostalgia? No, it does not. I remember having way more fun with this game as a child in my formative years than I am right now. I have my current day shitty gamer goggles on, and this game has aged terribly. It's not fun. Controls are wonky, slippery. Everything kills you. Just lurking. That's cool, brother. You can just keep on lurking. I'm glad you're here, Nox. I'm glad you're here, brother. No. We have taken the hard drive, the memory core, and we have dropped it in a 2-gallon bucket of orange soda, okay? Orange soda, I don't know if you guys knew, orange soda, mortal enemy of all electronics. Even though every arcade in the late 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, every arcade coin-op had orange soda spilled on the board at some point in time. They all did. They were all sticky. Every single one of them. It's either orange soda or grape soda. Grape soda is terrible, by the way. God-awful soda. Orange soda, top tier, right underneath Root beer. Terrible. Terrible. Did not age well. Memory core, marred, polluted, rotten. Thrown it out. Throwing the whole tower in the trash. Not a good game. Turd. All right, let's recap. Strider. Left hand, not a turd. Right hand, turd. Left hand, not a turd. Strider, not a turd. Skeleton, oop, God, let me get rid of that. Skeleton Krew, not a turd. Rise of the Robots, that's a turd. Golden Axe, not a turd. Has aged. Definitely has aged, but not a turd. Still a good, functional, side-scrolling beat-em-up. Tazmania, that's a turd. That's a turd. So we got 3 not a turds and 2 turds. 2 big old stankies. Some stankin' turd ass games, man. Whew. Whew. Let's see if we got a raid target. We got a raid target, boys. We should be good to play by 1 or so. Okay, that's good. That's good, Amanda. That gives me time to get ready. Because we got to close it out. Knox, you got Knox or York or anybody in chat? You guys know anybody who wants to be raided? If not, I'll just close out the stream. It's no big deal. No pressure. Or if you see somebody who's got like a low viewer count, maybe we can make their day, you know? Like somebody who's only got like 1 person watching, which is probably themselves in their Twitch account. Like, I mean, I don't mind sending it to them, but if not, you know, I'll wait like 30 seconds and then just fucking close it out, man. We could send it to that Woo Chunk guy that Vicer let us. Oh, Yorkie! Check you out, brother. You got yourself a little redeem. No chat. Yeah, no chat. I think he stayed up late last night with Frankie playing Final Fantasy 11. Yorkie, you got yourself a redeem. We got Mega Turrican. I did play, I think, was Turrican an arcade game? Or was it just Sega? I can't remember. It seems familiar, though. I could be mixing it up, though. I've done that before a couple of times. We got you in there, York. You're in there. Next time we do a Sega OTL, Mega Turrican's going in there, boys. Let me clean up right here. Skeleton Krew, we did that one. Oh, wow. We got a lot of games we got to play. Whew, Lord. All right, we do not have a raid target. It's kind of like the super probo detector, mayhaps, like Contra. Oh, I was thinking it was a shmup. Is it like Contra or a shmup? York, don't you fish me, you fish bastard! How dare you? There he is, the bastard himself. You fishing me? You get fished. I'm gonna learn Kuma just to fish your ass. Contra, yeah, okay. Cool. Very cool. All right, guys. We're just gonna end the stream. Fuck it. Oh, okay, there. Thank you. Thank you, Knox. I appreciate you, brother. You saved us here, brother. You saved us. All right. Kieran M. Doyle. Whoever that is. That's fine. I don't need to know. /raid. Kieran M. Doyle. We're gonna send it to them. Bada bam. All right, we're raiding, boys. Thank every single one of you guys for hanging out with me. I think it was a good stream. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I was too busy doing my own thing. I'm very tired, so maybe that. I'm not gonna pollute the well. It was the greatest stream we've ever done. Who are you joking? Who are you to besmirch the good goddamn name of 6 2/3 on his own channel? Who are you? Who are you? 'Twas decent. Thank you. That's right. That's what that's me. I'm a rapturous 6.5 in everything that I do. just slightly above average, you know? I'm like, all right, guys, let's close it out. Let's raid. I got shit. I got to go get ready for play some Magic the Gathering with my squad. You guys take care. I love each and every one of you. Except for York. He's a bastard. He's a fish bastard. Fishmonger. That motherfucker. Thank you very little. You're welcome even less. Go check out my YouTube page. I'm chopping up all my OTL so you don't have to watch a 4-hour stream. No, you fish me. So you don't have to watch a 4-hour stream. Check me out Monday, 8 p.m. I'll be back. We're raiding. Go fuck yourselves.